Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Most Unknown Podcast, man. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
I'm not pleased with this.
Put your hands together for a MiniSkirtMyrt and Brittany
Hey,
in the house, man.
Brittany, MiniSkirtMyrt. How y'all doing?
Yeah. We appreciate
Never wore
y'all
a
joining
miniskirt.
us today, man. What y'all got going on? What's up, man?
Hey. Happy to be home for the holidays. To see
How
my
long
fellas.
how long have you been here?
2 weeks.
Oh, damn, wow.
I was just staying for the holidays. I didn't come home for Thanksgiving. I missed you guys' live show. Congrats on your live show.
You had a lot to do with
You guys
that,
did
man.
phenomenal.
Appreciate you doing that for us, Myrt.
You had a lot to do
You
with
had a lot
that,
to do with
man.
that. Appreciate it. I ain't had shit for it. Thank you, Myrt.
Thanks.
So salute to you, EP.
Salute to you,
Thanks.
man.
I just want to see y'all thrive and do well.
EP that from another coast, man.
Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
special right
I
there.
feel like y'all my
Like,
sons.
Like how you was worried and shit. I was like, yeah, Myrt said
She
EP,
EP'd that one right there,
That's
bro.
tough.
I was out. She called me. I'm
Long
like,
distance.
What's up, Myrt? She
He
was
was
like,
such a diva.
she said, John, you got fucking 3 hours. No, you said 30 minutes to do this shit. Well, I'm done with you. Send me some shit. I'm done. I was like, I gotta go home.
West Coast time is different. So
He was bullshitting.
And then I got my friends involved. You know, it takes a village.
it's like, shout out to
I'm
him.
sorry
Thank
I
y'all
don't have
so
a
much.
budget yet, but you know, God's gonna bless me with a budget this year to pay all my resources because I just call on people and they just show up for me, and I'm so grateful.
Says a
I
lot
appreciate you, Myrt, for real. I really do.
Brittany had a voicemail in the
Oh, I ain't know that. Oh, wow.
It was
I'm
enjoyable.
running charge of that.
Are these real life stories?
Yeah, y'all had some stories. What was
But are
the
these
stories
real
about?
life stories?
Mine was.
Oh, yours is
Was
real.
yours a real
Everybody
life
else
story?
was fake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
it was
Hey,
real.
I always say women got the craziest stories. Man.
Real quick, right? Before this ain't even in the notes or the outline. We said this like 2 weeks ago, but it kind of brought me up because like I remember in your voicemail, particularly Britt didn't make the cut. She was joking. She said, "Is a nigga a brokey?" So like we said like 2 weeks ago, we was like, "Yo," we was trying to find our definition of broke, and you know we didn't have any women there. And I personally said I want a woman's perspective on this. I said I get a nigga shouldn't be dating if he don't have it, right? But I said you can't call a nigga broke if a nigga takes care of himself and he's the cause of it. Like he sustains his life. Like you can't call a nigga broke.
But what's the definition? What's your definition of broke?
That's
Let's
what.
just get to it.
No, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like you can't if a nigga like has his own like everything he's doing, he's taking care of himself. Like he got his own crib that he pays for. He got his own means of transportation that he pays for. Like he eats his own. Like it's impossible. You can't call that nigga broke. He might not be able
So
to
what's
take
your
you.
definition of a broke nigga though?
No, that's why I'm asking y'all. I don't know because
So this was my thing, and for those, you know, the voicemail basically was just saying that I've been dating this guy in the beginning. We used to go, you know, places. We used to go to like more, I guess, as you would say, upscale restaurants out to eat, for example. So to me, it's like you're setting the tone.
for sure.
But then it's like, oh, I can't really like do this no more. So I mean, I respect it. I respect your
He
situation.
text you that?
You know what I'm saying? But don't whatever you do in the beginning, we're kind of going to expect that same consistency
Oh, I agree 100%.
throughout.
I
You know
agree
what I'm saying?
100%.
So just be upfront about your situation, because a girl that's really fucking with you is not about to be like, oh nigga, you broke because you can't take me here and here. Like I didn't ask to go there.
Yeah.
You took me there on your own accord. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about. Then when
For the record, that was specifically about yours. It just triggered
No,
like
it's okay.
that thought. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
okay.
Don't
But
wanna
like
break
when
niggas.
I guess for y'all, when y'all get to a certain place where you're comfortable enough to express that to a female, express your situation, then it can help us be more understanding. But if it's just out the blue and you switch up how you doing things, yeah, automatically we're gonna be like, damn nigga, like what the fuck?
Well, what's a broke nigga?
All right, my definition of a broke nigga is a nigga that, and that's the only way I consider you broke in my mind, is if you faking the funk and don't got it. That's broke to me. Like, oh, you worried about the wrong things. Like, you don't got a roof over your head or a substantial place to stay, but you in Givenchy this, Dior that. Like that's broke to me. Or you like, you really fucked up. You asking your friends for money, but they turn around and you got on rude
That's
this
a good
and
one.
like that. That's
That's
like
a good one.
so like misplaced. That's the only way you could be broke to me is like your like
Priorities is
your
fucked
priorities
up.
being fucked up and not. That's when I call you broke. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, if you're doing all you can do and you allocating like resources the right thing, to me you just trying to get your shit together.
Well, I
can't
agree.
call you broke when you're doing that. But if you fucked up, you're like, yo, let me borrow some money. But I look on your story and I see you in the club 2 consecutive. You
Instagram,
broke.
be getting people.
You know what I'm saying?
I know so many people who be like, who owe somebody. I'm talking like business shit. Like, you run a business. I have a lot of friends that's in hospitality and events management, and they'll like give somebody a chance. And like, let's say you like did the bar or you did the floral arrangements. But you borrow money from somebody and then they see you on a trip. It's like Instagram stay getting people fucked up when they owe people money. But I agree with your definition. I just want to, but sometimes I've noticed that when adults have conversations, people don't always agree on the fundamentals of what the meaning of something is. So it could be hard to have a conversation and everybody even know what the fuck the other person's talking about. So I agree. I feel like the definition of a broke nigga is somebody who's faking the fucking funk and you always borrowing money from your friends and your shit ain't together. Yeah. Period.
Living above your means.
Absolutely.
For sure. But I think at the same time the standard that's set is kind of not unrealistic, but it's almost like, what do you expect from like a boyfriend versus somebody that you married to? Because I think those is two different things.
I agree.
And I think once you start putting, and I think we talked about this before, once you start putting marital expectations on a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you already lost. Your boyfriend not supposed to be paying for your rent. You're not supposed to be paying for get your nails and your hair done all the time. That's not his job. That's not. That's the expectation that society has created.
Yes, I was going to say,
but that's not his job.
I think that.
So you can't call him a broke nigga because he's not maintaining your life. I'm not talking about you.
Yep.
I'm just speaking in general. Like if a man or somebody is not maintaining your life, you can't call him a broke nigga. That doesn't make sense.
I think
that's
that
not his job.
If I'm doing what I'm doing for myself in any relationship, regardless of where you are, if you work for the government, if you're a freelancer, if you fucking bake cakes, whatever lifestyle you have and maintain by yourself, I feel like the person you with should add value to you.
Yeah.
Right? And I also want to say, like, as women, though I agree with you, I feel like in my 30s now, I can invest in men where it's like, I'm basically like pouring into your potential, but you're not really there. Or you know what I'm saying? Sure. And I'm not saying that I would not date someone who don't all have it together. No. But what I am saying is, as a person who's already done it, like invested in the potential, I feel like where I am, you either have to be doing as good as me or better. Yeah. Like you have to be, I personally want to be with a nigga who could pour into me. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think that a man should be like paying all my bills, but he should lighten my load somewhere, because my father's like, if this nigga can't go get your car service, you know what I'm saying? You're not coming into my house adding anything, then you probably shouldn't be 100%. With said man.
Amen. I agree with that.
I mean, we always talk about, that's why I talk about dating within your range. Like, and that's important. That's why I tell niggas do that all the time. Cause like, and it's not like it takes you by surprise. Like you could kind of, people be capping, but for the most part, you follow somebody on Instagram, you can get, especially with women, you can get a good gauge of where they at. Like, and if you see that girl, you know when they doing,
but
well,
they be doing
like,
the same stuff y'all be doing.
100%. But also, but
me and Brittany talk about they do
cool.
That.
But I'm just saying, but I'm gonna take you at face value, right? If I see you Louis down every night, or if I see you like whatever,
fake?
But I'm not gonna listen. This is my thing. As a guy, 100%. But this is what I'm saying. As a guy, you can't go into it thinking like, oh, she look like she out of my range, but this shit fake. You a fool for thinking that way. You got to take it at face value. Either you can or you can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't go over there like, oh, I know you can't.
Sure,
but you know what I'm saying? You got to take it at face value.
I'm saying the same way that we just said guys be faking until they make it. Girls do it better, and it's worse for women.
Oh, for sure.
Because we could get away with a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta take that. You can't go into it like, if I see this girl, she done been to Turks for the 4th time this year. If you can't even like, don't even waste your time sliding in for DM. Yeah, don't like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's all credit.
Huh?
Or she didn't pay
fine.
to go.
She never paid to go.
And that might be fine.
You know what
I'm saying?
That's what I said. Girls, it's a little lenient with girls, but
That's
I
wild.
also want to just say that everyone you have to get on TikTok, because Instagram is a highlight reel.
Oh yeah.
TikTok, if she getting up like she a content creator, but she getting up dusty, crusty, going to Starbucks, still doing her shit, like she's still showing the full transparency. The TikTok girls be getting the Instagram girls who be faking it together. I just want y'all to know.
Fact, that's right.
They be on TikTok. They be getting them.
So real on TikTok.
Yeah.
The girl you might like on Instagram, going over to TikTok and hashtag her name and see what comes.
Really?
See a lot of shit. Yeah, it's
world
crazy.
over there?
It's
It's
crazy.
a whole
It's crazy.
different-
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe I need
People
to
don't mind. People don't mind being themselves on TikTok.
Yeah.
Whereas Instagram,
You be like, this
it
bitch
feels
is
like
alive.
you have an image to maintain.
Yeah, that's true. I think my thing honestly is that, like, I don't think, like, when people talk about leagues, like you and this person league, like you were saying,
It's
like
called brackets.
in your league, right? I don't think like. Even if it's not financially, I can always add something to a woman.
For sure,
life.
we'll talk about that.
I don't give a fuck what bracket you in
that.
financially, right? I don't care what bracket that you in financially. I know who I am, and I know I'm a value add.
Exactly.
100%.
90% of the women out here.
And we
know this.
no, we talk about
So I'm
that.
not
We talk
concerned
about
how much money
we
you
always
got.
talk about if our values linked to financials, then we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you half the women I've dated have made more than me. I told you
But it's only,
when I was out of.
it's only difficult because men are supposed to be providers too. I agree with what y'all
No,
saying.
it ain't.
Too. But I only thing I can say is I can only stand for like the super independent women. And it's not that I even want to be super independent. It's that I've been let down so much that like I'm glad that my dad raised me to go. I could check my oil myself. I have lived in New York and shoveled my motherfucking snow myself. Like I'm really not beneath anything when it comes to getting a job done. So I feel like I just want men to be people and keep their word. I know that came up in the voicemails too. Like going back to laying the foundation. Don't start a precedent you can't keep. Also, if you talking about all the things I would do for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like please, because it's just like you're not keeping people not keeping their word.
Shut up.
But I also think that sometimes I'm not gonna say the problem be us, but sometimes we gotta like shield a little bit.
Yeah.
Like females.
Super.
We gotta. I guess you kind of said this, Ed, where it's like your expectations be so high. Like you can't put husband expectations on somebody that you just met a month ago.
Yes.
Like it's not going to get nowhere if you coming off too strong in the beginning. Like you turning the guy off before he even get a chance to know you. And it's plenty of other like. A guy could go out and have 5 girls in the background. I'm sorry, Roy. 5 girls in the background. You know what I'm saying? It might be something about you, but if you just out here, you just throwing all the things at him 1 month in, he like that, like
You out the game.
you're not even leaving nothing for me to pursue, or you're not leaving no mystery to you like at all. Like it's okay to slow walk it. I think society kind of pressure people to make them feel like,
Internet society.
yeah, you gotta speed shit up, but it's okay to like take your time, like be that person friend first, like
Please be my friend.
see who they about.
Don't be my
That's a
little.
rush.
Don't
It's
be
the
my
I
rush.
always
bro.
preach the friend thing.
for a little
People don't know
bit.
how to do it.
Yeah, it's hard. Like,
people
do
don't
men
know
and
how to
women
do it.
really know how to just be friends?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
I think that you
Yeah,
got to
whole
take the. I
conversation
think
about
that
that.
in order to successfully be a guy's friend, you got to take the expectation off of how the person should show up.
yep.
Yeah, that's
I think once you do that, like it's like okay, I know I feel something between me and this person, but I'm gonna be stay focused on whatever my personal goals and dreams are, and however I can support this person and show up and just completely remove the expectation. I think you won't think about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the part. Like you gotta have a self-check moment. I think it's not enough people that are like self-aware. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough people like I say this all the time. You could tell the people who are doing the self-work and the people who are not.
Yeah.
People who who are doing the work lead and come into a space completely different from those who are not. Yeah. So I feel like that's a huge thing.
Yup.
I agree with that.
Look at the growth of y'all. God, man. Round of applause,
I
bro.
agree with that 100%, man. I think the pressure that y'all was talking about, like for a man, the pressure that a man exists with, and this is not to say that one person lives with more pressure than the other. I'm not having that debate, but like the pressure that a man has to show up a certain way will force most men to lie, right? Because he know that's not who he is. Like he knows that men come into it knowing the expectation. So most men know that like if I can do enough to get by, I'll do that. And then,
Until when?
until I ain't got no choice no more. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm discovered.
You know
where it's
what?
like,
You know what friction that causes? Because the men be having conversations with themselves, and then when you get to the end of that rope, which is kind of what happened in my voicemail, it's like when you get to the end of the rope of like, you keep saying you gonna come to LA, you keep on saying, all right, no real shit.
Let me sip to that.
Brittany, stop, please. I'm not trying to.
You don't want dropping intricate details.
I'm not. I said that on that voicemail.
Get her ass, Brittany. Get her
But if
ass.
they didn't hear the voice,
Yeah.
They did.
Don't use
They
our
got
Get her ass,
Don't use our
Brittany.
podcast.
Get her ass,
You won't even
Brittany.
find LA. But the point with that, what I'm saying to Ab's point was, once you say it, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I don't say nothing else about it. But then you the one who keeps saying, I'm gonna come out there for your birthday.
He can't
and it's
afford
like
it, Myrt.
then. Eventually, I'm gonna be like, "Well, you
can't afford it, Myrt. He can't afford it.
I know, but what I'm saying to Abs,
He
what
just trying
about
to make you feel
lying?
good.
You keep saying it,
Exactly.
Keep lying.
and now I'm getting mad.
He can't afford it though.
taking
Myrt,
it.
he can't afford it.
I know, but that's what Brittany's saying. Be honest, and I'm asking Ab. Yes, men do that.
sure.
Until when? Until now, I'm frustrated. I want
the thing.
to
This
bop you in your head.
This the thing. Like most men can't be honest with themselves first, so they can't be honest with you.
Okay.
Right? He hasn't accepted who he is, what his position is, what his like who he is. Like he hasn't accepted that, so he can't tell you the truth.
Yeah, and I agree
But
with
you
you.
accept
Can
the
he
truth.
afford it?
I shouldn't have
Now,
to.
if a female say something,
Yeah, once
like
you
that to
promise in
you,
it, it's off the
It's
table.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
don't
shouldn't
promise. Once you
have
promise,
to,
it's off the
but I
table.
shouldn't have
You
to.
shouldn't
But
have to,
what I
like,
will
think
say
before.
is, and it's
Yeah, that's crazy. Don't
keep
ask
Saying
me
it
though.
though.
Well,
Don't ask me if I
I'ma
can
pull
afford it. Nah,
Yeah, I'm not
He
going.
ain't got nothing in his
But that's
account.
wild. That's wild for a
Yeah,
female.
Yeah, like so you
to a
keep
man,
saying.
like-
Imagine if
Don't
I
ask me
sit
that.
on
But
the
don't keep
phone.
that- all
Hold
right.
on, imagine if I said. So you keep saying you gonna come,
See?
but you can't. So
Exactly.
what you can't afford? I'm coming at
You gotta say it.
now.
Don't ask me
No.
that, bro. That's crazy.
Listen, he gonna want to knock.
Because he can't afford a ticket in LA. Come on, bro. You can't afford
But
it.
if no female can like,
This
That
is what I
just
think
sound
though.
crazy.
I feel as though when you do have a certain rapport with someone, especially if that person knows you not here for the money, you should. I know it's hard for a lot of men to be vulnerable, but if I'm already not fucking with you for what you could do for me, you probably should just tell the truth. But I can't make you do that.
But you know what's crazy
I
about
can't make you
Absolutely.
be.
You know what's
vulnerable.
crazy about a lot of niggas though? Like niggas be in a position like it's like a mix where it's like they don't want you to fuck with them for the money, but they want to know that you want that they can provide you
that
something.
shit is a crazy.
It's like a weird
vibe.
kind of like thing. It's like I don't want you to feel like I don't want to feel like you just here for the bread, but I want to know that I could provide for you if
And
time
I think
if
that's
happens.
exactly. I think that's what he went through because this is like
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
move. I live in Cali. My bills is not little girl bills. Like, and I already
lot.
live life in a certain manner. Like I travel all the time. I'm doing these things. I don't put nothing in nobody's face. But it's like it's just like you gotta be able to keep up.
I got a question. Did
Go
he
ahead.
ever pull up?
He did not.
When y'all met, right? When y'all met, was he keeping up?
Yeah.
I can't. I
that's
met
my
this
second-
nigga in
that
high
was my
school.
second.
And my man, whoever you are, they
I
are
met
smoking
this-
you right
I
now.
met this
Like,
nigga in high
I'm
school.
sorry.
I
Like,
hope
we
he,
didn't
I hope
have-
he never sees this.
They are my
I'm
bad.
saying.
I have nothing
Crazy.
to do with this, bro.
That's
They are
tough.
smoking
That's
Oh,
shit.
you still in contact with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's tough though,
We'll
man.
keep though.
Okay.
I've known this person for a very long time.
That's tough, bro.
That's tough.
One day,
man.
bro.
I'm a realist because I told Ab the story about. Remember I told you went to the movies. The girl that
just
I
like
met,
just like Hoffa said, you was wrong for that.
yeah, no, I'm not wrong for
was
that.
tripping.
No, I didn't.
I
Wait,
don't
what
even
did
know
you
this
do?
story. I don't even know this
Yeah,
story.
because Brittany wants to know.
I told the girl.
tripping.
I told the
Brittany
girl.
gonna get in your
I told the
ass.
girl.
tripping
I
for
met.
that.
She actually reached out to me. We whoopty whoop. I'm like,
Well, what does whoop de whoop mean?
we was talking.
Finish the story.
okay.
Like,
Hey,
you-
John,
Myrt,
stay
don't
with
call
the
him
feelings.
out.
I don't know what his whoop de whoops
we
mean.
was talking. If we was doing that, I would never have said it on camera.
Whoop de
But
whoop, yeah,
I'm not saying that on here though. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't even have been a thing. But we,
Bing, 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 bong, boom.
yeah, like,
You gotta ask them. Black
we
people
talking-
ad libs always mean something else.
I'm not telling nobody I had sex with nobody on camera. But we
Well, okay.
we talk. No, we never. Me and her never had sex for the record. Y'all about to see this story. So like we was talking. First time we meet, she want to go see a movie. I'm like, cool. So I'm like, all right, if we're gonna do the movies, let's do like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So
I pick and
it was I went I pick. It was some joint that's like I pick, but
Oh,
I ain't
nice one.
I'm not giving away that spot either because that's my spot. But so we went there, and we pull up. Well, I pull up first, and then she pull up. She's like, I'm pulling up now. She pulled up. Brand new Benz truck. Opened the door like the joint shining on the ground. And said she step out.
Period.
She
Yeah,
step
that's
out.
how you
She
step.
step out with the velour Louis shit that you can't even tell is Louis to the light hitting, and you see the prints on the front and
I know
bottom.
the fuck that's
Louis
right.
boots, big ass Louis duffel, got the small Louis strap.
She did that,
I literally
motherfucker.
did like this. I told
This is
him.
why you
I
my
literally
mans.
did like this. I literally said, I'm like, we're gonna have a good time, but it's gonna be our last date because I can't. I see what you got going on. I'm not getting in that, like straight up. And I dead ass, we had a great time. Everything was cool, and then after that,
what doesn't matter is that he remembered those details.
We coached. I'm like,
too much.
Yeah, that's what.
And that was back then. No, but that was like a minute ago. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, I'm not even.
You said that to her. You said that to her.
Fuck no. We went in there, had a great time. But we had.
Oh,
what the fuck I look like that? You got too much. Huh?
I'm about to sound like you're mad at you.
No, we talked, but I wasn't. She could. I didn't ghost her, but she could tell I wasn't as, you know what I'm saying. If I was, I'm not tripping.
Why? Like,
Not tripping.
This whole episode, I'm gonna leave it at
girl. There are a lot of females who don't.
No, stop.
care.
You being
But
police
you
now.
gotta understand. We also.
But if she was a good
y'all need
person,
to
why
let
stop
y'all-
No,
y'all
listen,
learn how to
y'all,
let
Let him finish.
y'all not let me finish,
Let him
right?
finish.
Like y'all have to.
Stop letting him
y'all-
bully you.
Y'all have to. It's already. Listen,
I'm on his side.
it's
He's
already
my co-host.
insinuated in there without whatever. We clearly had conversations during
Exactly.
the date that let me know. Y'all thinking I just made like we talked on the date and certain like I don't even gotta say that. Like I was,
Look,
but
look, John
I
is
knew after
sweating.
that
Look what
date
y'all
that was
doing,
the
bro.
last joint. Like I knew,
John sweating.
I knew. Like we talked.
You
We
was the
talked.
one who said she pulled up in the Benz, the light shining.
Cause I'm not gonna give.
She had on the balloon Louis, like.
It's a pass. I gotta sell it. What you want me to
gotta
do?
sell it.
Like this ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do y'all know what a podcast is? We gotta
This
sell
ain't
shit.
book.
No, but hearing say from another female's perspective,
Yeah.
hearing that it's just like, damn, she got too much money for me.
Yeah. But like I said, and without saying like
He
yeah,
ain't
we went-
deny it.
No, I'm saying we talked on the. That wasn't the. When I seen that wasn't the end all be all. Like all right, I'm not like
It was
we
the start.
we talked during the date, and you pick up on things. Listen when the girl talks when you on the date. She gonna tell you everything you need to hear.
Right.
And she
She's
laid
like,
it out.
bloop, bloop. I can see John's face
she
now.
She told me. Yeah, she told me.
Overthinking.
You really
All like this.
It's a pod though.
Hold on.
Calculation means
It only takes one.
You got
thought.
this? You got.
And I feel like that first thought
Carry the
of
one
what she
over.
was like when she got out the car,
this
you
the-
ran with that, and everything else you just kind of went down the
Fuck
dark
that.
road.
fam.
Nah, listen.
He didn't go to Dark
If
Hole.
she would have pulled up in a Nissan,
Again.
Oh, she fire.
A
She
white
mine.
one.
Again.
She fire.
I love my Nissan.
I love my Nissan women. Hey, Nissan.
with a fat butt and a pixie cut.
Hey.
Just want to know what your thoughts would have been.
But what I'm saying is, you
I
give
got
those
chills.
first thoughts. Like if she would have pulled up in something a little,
That was a good one.
a little more, low key.
Look at
You probably would
I'm
not
not.
have taken the rest of those.
If the conversation would have went the same, it went during the date, I still would have
So
been
what
the
she
same.
said?
Bridge. I don't. Yeah, we not doing that. But it was enough was said where I knew. Oh, okay. Like. Oh, okay. But like I said, listen to
we'll talk about this later.
actually listen to somebody in the day.
It's
They gonna
gotta
tell
be-
you everything you need
You
to know.
definitely have to, as a man for sure. You definitely have to weigh risk versus reward, right?
For sure.
No,
Which is
and
what
same
he was
with
doing.
women.
But
Especially when she started talking about her ex and like the couple
I don't
niggas she dealt
care.
with. Like it
Don't
starts
care.
locking in. You like
you gonna
okay.
have to, I'm gonna
And then
have to
for,
find
like,
out.
it's,
I'm
you
gonna
know
have to
what I'm
find out. You gonna have to show me. 'Cause I don't
bro,
believe
okay.
it. Not to say I don't believe your lifestyle. That's fine, but
You
lifestyle.
got to show me.
You gonna have to
I
show
didn't
me.
see you
bro.
in W9, bitch.
Not even that.
not
That show me the
playing.
money, but like
W9?
you gotta show me. Oh, now they got W9 too. You gotta show me like that you are
I'm not wasting nobody's time.
who I perceive you. But it's not a waste because it's like even if you're not financially in a position that she is, right? You still who you are. And I go into
That's
situations
facts.
where
I'm like,
That's
I'm
fine.
who I am. I don't give a
That's
fuck
facts,
what you got
you
going
know
on.
you don't
for
got to
it.
tell me this.
Yeah, I
Like,
know
come
that.
on, like
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
know
like,
where all
yo.
the skeletons is buried, but like
I know who I am.
That was I'm not about to waste nobody's time either. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Especially back then, I'm not about to do that.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I believe that, but I don't. I'm gonna let you figure out that this is a waste of time. Let us both figure that out.
I like to waste time.
Like, I'm not trying to. I'm not aiming to waste your time, but I'm not gonna kick myself out the race just because of
I
my
like to waste
own.
time.
Thank you.
You don't got to
That's
be.
all I was
You don't got to
saying.
be in every race either.
No, you don't. But if it's somebody that I'm
gotta be in
interested
every
in,
race,
Get
bro.
respect, bro.
if it's somebody I'm interested in, I'm not gonna let that be the reason.
Exactly.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
just
We
don't
here,
know.
baby.
Fuck that.
Tell me everything.
I almost had a little.
If we had the
Yo,
first
man.
date, if we had the first date and you was feeling me enough to have another date,
Come
we gonna
on
have
now.
another date.
Amen. Amen.
I'm sure.
If I, you know what
We
I'm saying?
together.
Like,
We going party.
Yeah.
listen, I'm not Diddy style. I'm saying you gonna set the tone for whatever this date number 2 gonna be. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take control of the situation.
Can you get my coffee?
Figure 1, 2, 3.
Passing her coffee, please.
Pass
What
it
kind of
down.
coffee is that?
It's a caramel brew latte.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you don't
Fucking
get the
90210
venti?
shit.
I don't even know what that means, bro.
She can't get that.
I don't even know what that means, bro. What is that?
She got that lady.
What's
You know
in
that.
there?
Ice mocha.
What's in there? She changed. What's in there?
This is the holiday drink.
Venti ice caramel.
I don't drink the pumpkin latte.
Is it regular coffee or not?
This is the holiday one. It's the brulee joint.
It's a regular coffee or what is it?
No, it's just look at it.
I'm not looking it up. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't know what that means, bro.
It don't even look like a coffee.
So I got to ask you all the questions because we're gonna skip. It's kind of going out of order, but since we was kind of on the show when the voicemails and shit like that,
Kit Kat.
so we have like a thing for y'all.
Y'all didn't really talk about mine on the show. I was wondering why.
Well, we got a thing.
You ain't sent it to us.
We got a thing for y'all now. So
It was the first one that played, Roy, of the
We didn't
show.
get to all.
I
We didn't get that.
you know we couldn't hear.
I'm
none
old
of
now.
them shits, right?
Yeah, we couldn't hear none of
When
that.
they, that was
That
like,
shit was
I
like-
mean,
it was
I
so
knew what
low.
it was because you sent it to
It
me.
was so
but like,
low.
once that shit hit out there, we wasn't.
You can hear it on the post, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. But speaking on the show, you know, we did the spinoff on nigga math and all that shit. So I wanted to take this time to do something about women's math. Like shit that we see women doing on a regular that really don't make sense to us that y'all do on a regular. So I don't know if somebody wants to go first. I asked the fellas to come up with one question.
You know what my logic is? This not all women, of course. So I'm not an all woman, all person. I think y'all make a lot of bad decisions where men is concerned. I think y'all are really bad evaluating men, like for the things that matter. Like y'all can see,
Example.
like y'all can see, like yo, he got a bag, he got a name, but like it almost stops there.
Yeah.
For a lot of y'all, not everybody, not for a lot of y'all, it's almost like you didn't do no other calculations. Like you don't see his character. You ain't like all of that was missed.
But can you give me like a full example? Because this sound like Instagram.
There's probably celebrity examples that you could think of all over the place.
Okay, but what's the equation for the girl math?
I don't even want to start talking about my cousins or none of my homegirls' business like that. But
Yeah.
I can
Basically, they
think of
just
plenty
be
of
fucking
them.
with
This-
niggas
yeah,
that
just-
got money and they be fuck niggas.
Yeah, I just need an example so I
They
can
just
give
be
you.
bad
what it
people,
sounds
just
like.
in general. Fam.
Yeah.
Like,
But where do
They
I get
fuck
to
with niggas- they
evaluate
fuck
girl
with niggas
math?
that
I didn't get a scenario. You made a statement.
okay.
Yeah, it came out fire.
Yeah, it came out shooting, bro.
It's like you said, this is my logic. I'm
That's
like,
the
Yeah,
logic,
that
man.
was I don't even.
y'all make bad decisions.
pissing
Okay,
off.
Yeah.
cool, but what are we
I
talking
guess the
about?
girl math, and he's asking y'all why y'all do that.
But
I
what
guess.
though? Because
That.
that's
Have you ever been in that scenario?
I
You
didn't hear.
evaluated a
I
man-
didn't really hear nothing.
Were you
Why do y'all make
evaluated a
bad? Why
man-
do girls make bad decisions when they evaluate men?
When you
for
evaluated a
things you
man
just said
improperly?
that
Like it makes sense until you like look beneath the surface.
Where did I? Are we talking about Instagram? Like where did I
We're
meet
not
this
talking
guy?
about
real
Instagram.
life.
We talking about real men.
Because like
Murders.
I feel like
I don't understand.
sometimes we bask in the potential of what we think that somebody could be.
Crayons.
Like they show us one thing and we run with that one thing, and then we make up shit in our mind. We start creating this person in our mind that's not.
That's not who
Who
that
the
is.
guy
That
is.
stand in front of you.
Good cook,
Yeah, and
bro. Good cook.
he's showing us who he is.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from a real place. I ain't always made the best decisions, and my brother told me that, and I was like, you don't know what you're talking about, thinking he just being judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
But in my older age, I'm like, damn, he was telling the truth. Like as a man, he was seeing things that I didn't see, and it's literally just that. Like we look at a person, we bask in potential. Oh, they talk a good game. They tell us we beautiful. Oh, he's the nicest guy. He listen to us talk about shit. Oh, I can tell him anything. Bitch, no, you can't. He just listening to you run your mouth. Like it's little dumb shit like that. He said he was gonna buy me a Tesla.
What?
Now he got money.
See,
Like,
now I'm confused.
and I'm not. All of these examples I'm not using as real life experiences. I'm just saying that. That's what
Your
some.
Tesla.
You fucking with Gunner?
I'm confused.
That's what some girls do.
Can
fucking with
somebody
Jeff
give me a
Bezos.
Women fall in
real
love with their ears.
Can you give me a real
Wow.
example so I can?
just-
I'm like confused
All right,
still.
all right,
Myrt,
Myrt, you making this hard, Myrt.
This is what
You're making this hard, Myrt.
He's asking.
I'm very smart.
He's asking why is it that y'all? Why do y'all? Because the thing is women math. So he's asking you why is it y'all do that? He says y'all bad.
Why
at
y'all
making
pick- why you pick
decisions
bad guys,
over
Myrt?
like
That's
bags
what
and
he
like
asked,
y'all make the
yeah.
best. So he's asking why you do that.
Why you do that,
And
Myrt?
Brittany said her answer was they fall in
Sometimes it
love
could be
with the.
looks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that if we talking about women constantly making bad decisions and guys, it also
about to get
always
personal,
goes
yeah.
back
It's
to
a- it's
upbringing.
about to get personal.
It always goes back to upbringing and how you was raised first. Because even as an adult, I just see in myself and my circle a lot of errors that we make really go back to like upbringing, experience, and things we either have to unlearn trauma responses, or even like, damn, I keep making the same mistakes. How do I stop doing that? So when it comes to men, going back to being self-aware, if you're not aware, if you are just society driven based off what's on Instagram and you want to fuck for aesthetics, then that's common sense. It's a use game. I'm here for one thing, so I'm not even thinking about making you a boyfriend or a husband. I'm here to get what the fuck I get and get out. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. There's niggas who have teddy purses at their birthday parties as Chanel bags. Mm-hmm. Like, well, it's like, I feel like the propaganda is set up for people to use each other. But if we talking about like real relationships, then I need like a real scenario.
I got excuse me, I got something. I read in this book that I'm reading. It's called 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. It's really good. And one of the things, it's really, really good. One of the things he said in the book was, you know how like when you're a child, you're conditioned to believe certain things up until you become an adult and you can start to form your own, you know, opinions about things.
Like when I thought life was gonna be like the Tip Drill video when I got older.
You know, so but when you're a little girl, you're watching like princess movies like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, shit like that, and you're conditioned to believe that like one day you're gonna kiss the frog and you just gonna magically find your prince. Lie. But that shit is not real. I mean, for some women, they do look up and they find Prince Charming. That guy. But for the most of us, we go into a lot of situations thinking we're going to find Prince Charming. Or you might have read some urban novels like True to the Game or Coldest Winter Ever. And you think that you going to date this hood nigga and you going to have this fairy tale love at the end of it. No, Ace Boogie and, you know, Mitch's sister. But saying that to say you think you're going to have this like happy fairy tale ending at the end of the hood love story, and it don't be like that. Like, again, we be making shit up in our mind and thinking that this situation about to turn out a certain way, and it don't be like that.
He was conditioned, and you don't even know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Till you grow up and you start to understand that, like, damn, like I was taught this, but life ain't like this. Like,
absolutely. The things I always tell my homegirls is funny part about money. Like when they ask about it, they tell me, I always tell them about, because like my only caution to like my homegirls ask for advice, and people that like come to me advice, I always tell them like, look, because I've had a couple homegirls leave with like, oh, he's blah blah, and they telling me what we could do for him. And I'm like, listen, what you have to understand is a lot of people equate the biggest mistake. A lot of people are equating money to caring, and I'm like, listen, money is relative to who has it. You know what I'm saying, or how much you have. So you can't equate that to caring, because what's a Chanel bag, what's a Big Mac meal to me might be a Chanel bag to somebody else. It doesn't mean he cares anymore to me. It means that's his income allows him to get that. So when people get to equate like, oh, he bought me this, so he really cares over this nigga. Nah, he just has it.
And that's a good example, because the reason why like that now we get into particulars, because you can say, okay, I'm entertaining a man that I know has money to do this, and this. I cannot realistically be the only one.
But that don't mean he give a fuck about you.
I'm not talking about the give a fuck. I'm talking about you being real about the situation you put yourself in.
But we ain't always real. That's what
I know. But I'm talking again. I'm saying he gave generic, and I'm saying like this is more specific. That's all I'm saying. Women have to be more realistic. If you know that you're dating a man who can do all of these things and he treats money disposable income, if he's Chanel bag or this, whatever you want to say, then you could probably assume you're one of many. So at the end of the day, why would you set yourself up to go into a situation where you think that it's going to be different? You're dating Future. Why would you think that it's going to be different? So a lot of times women in that situation, they want to, now the price is, I'm going to get a baby out of him. Now bitches know I might not be the only one. I might be one of many, but if I get the baby, that's solidified income for 18 years. They playing the game differently. So I'm just like, it really all depends. But women make bad decisions and men for a plethora of reasons. It's not always down to money, like Brittany said. You know, society tells girls one thing and tells guys something else, but it's a range of things. It's a range.
That was a lot.
My that's what you guys.
My shit about to be funny. Y'all don't apologize, so I'm waiting for y'all to apologize for y'all.
That's why they don't.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for women to really apologize who the terrible persons they are.
Terrible persons.
Yeah.
Roy said, "Why don't y'all apologize?"
Why y'all don't apologize?
I apologize.
I do too.
When last time you apologized? Both of y'all. Give me a date. Time.
Give me a date.
To a man or to people?
To a man.
To a man.
I apologize like shit.
For your behavior?
Like shit,
Yes.
she said.
Okay.
I will
Myrt?
specify what I
Now you
did.
apologize. I don't know about like shit though.
No.
Shit crazy.
I do.
No, Brittany, the good thing is,
We
even
asked
if
you, Myrt.
I know we talking about Brittany first. The good thing is with women, Brittany will come to me and tell me exactly what happened, and I'll hold her accountable. And if she did not apologize, she be like, you know what, I'm gonna have a conversation because I see what you mean.
Okay.
So I'm saying that her heart is pure in that. Am I crazy? Am I tripping? If she not tripping, I tell her, nah, stand on that shit. And then I'm like, I think you shoulda. You went too hard. You self-sabotaging. I be real with her.
Okay.
I'm not dating nobody for that to be the case. So
Myrt, just say who anybody,
I
Myrt.
don't have nobody to apologize to.
Do you feel like it's harder for you to apologize?
It's
Hell
hard.
no.
It look like you.
No.
It's not.
Because I never want the person I'm dating to feel like I don't hear or value them the way that they hear or value me. I never want to be a part of demasculating men. I never want to be a part of the conversation of I don't believe in your dreams and that, happiness in a relationship is one-sided. I don't subscribe to that.
Absolutely.
So
That's one thing.
Absolutely, Kurt.
That's one thing I say about you. That
Thank
I
you,
can feel
Myrt.
on.
Thank
Even when we
y'all.
have conversations, like it's never like. It's always like it be on some shit where it's like, nigga, I'm going on you because you better than this, or I'm going on you because I want you you be like, get it together, King. But it's never like. And I've heard you talk about other people in the same light. It's never like, oh, this nigga a fuck nigga or this nigga that. It's usually like, nah, he doing this, but I'm mad at him for doing this because I know he can do that. So I'd 100% no cap give you that. Like you
Good job,
like
guys.
you really that you're good at.
I try. I do. I just want people. I do want black men to feel like y'all's voices and feelings and y'all's perspectives and your preferences matter. We don't always have to agree, but I definitely feel like people make it easier for women to be able to talk openly, to be able to say things. And I feel like when guys are in my presence, whether it's platonic, whether we're dating, you're my brother, I never want to be a woman that you feel like I'm against you.
Exactly. Should tell some woman that. That should be a clip.
My question I have for y'all is that woman math doesn't add up to me. And I got homegirls that's been through. This is the part that puzzles me. Y'all will fuck with a nigga long term, right? It'll be this nigga long term. Well, let's call him John Doe. And John Doe done cheated on you, he done whatever he did with, he done did whatever.
He hit you?
No. I mean, whatever. Listen, whatever he did to you, he's done put you through the ringer.
Okay.
And I've heard girls say like, "Oh, I'm done with niggas because of what this nigga does to me." So they will block out any incoming nigga because they're done with niggas for this nigga. And the hilarious part about all this, the only nigga that really be having access to them is the same nigga that they stopped blocking niggas for. So you cut him off, said this nigga can't be this, but you still talk to him, you still deal with him. You blocked out Fred, Joe, and everybody else that might have been good for you because of this nigga, and this nigga still has access to you. Why the fuck does that happen? Like that's the most confusing
Why you go
shit.
back to the mistake? That's what I want to know.
Because okay,
To
so
the mass
I've
mistake.
never in my life been through this type of thing, but I could just speak generically from the outside looking in. It's like a cycle. Have y'all seen shows like Fatal Attraction? It's like it's a manipulation. Like you are mentally programmed to think that this is how a man loves you and is supposed to. So you are entrapped in something. So people from the outside looking in, if you can't get this person out, the sister, the mother, the father, there's nothing nobody can say. It's almost like you are slaves to this man has a hold over you.
Why you cutting other people off?
Because it's a sickness.
She think he's gonna change.
Yeah, but it's a sickness though. It's just like you got to go to therapy. Like first you have to realize there is a problem. Many women who subject themselves to verbal abuse, physical abuse, they have to see that there's a problem. If they don't see there's a problem, if Prince Chama could be running by, waving flags and everything, the house is burning down, the bitch gonna be in there. Like it's therapy. She gotta get help.
I don't disagree,
Go ahead, Brittany.
but I do think that I'm always gonna use the word we because we talking about women, but I have not directly experienced this either. But I know, some people close to me that have been in a situation and they think the guy is going to change. They think that they can change him. They think that he one day just going to wake up and see like, oh, she been down for me, whatever. And the last part of it too is just honestly, it kind of boils down to like self-worth for real.
Being broken.
Some women don't think that they can find better. And it sounds crazy when you say it out loud, but if they're not used to being loved properly and this nigga somehow persuaded them that they were loved the right way with him, he might be the best thing walking to her. And that's where the bar is set. Like,
but I got to interject.
And niggas saying you ain't never gonna get nobody better than me.
I got to interject there because I feel y'all, but I'm more so talking about because the shit I'm specifically talking about and knowing the situations I know is they know the nigga some shit and they know he not, and they really be like, look, I'm done fucking with him, but I'm also done with niggas, and it's not like they.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh my bad, go ahead.
But what I'm saying is like, a woman gotta. This for anybody that go through shit in their relationship, because men deal with that kind of stuff too. Like, let's be real. Even though we talking about women, but like when you got a scorned woman or a broken woman, like she not even gonna be able to accept the love that the next man can give her because of everything that she went through with the guy that she dealt with before. We talking about this one guy. We're not talking about the guys that was there 5, 6, 7 years before this guy that put her through hell and back. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you have to think about. Anybody, you always kind of gotta a little bit dig in their past to see like what they dealt with before you, because you can get 2 or 3 years into a situation and start seeing triggers that don't have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was how I was going to close that out. It's just like a person past do have everything to do with how they show up in the present.
And being ready to leave. Because you could tell your homegirls, I know, or you could, tell you, I know, but it's like, I know women have to get to a point where they're absolutely fed up to leave. So when they are saying one thing and doing something else, the girl math is that they're lying to themselves because they really are not ready to truly exit the situation.
Absolutely.
And I've had a friend tell me directly, like, girl, when I'm ready to be done, I'm gonna be done. Like when I feel like I learned my lesson, I'm gonna walk away. Like, it's like, okay, sis, I ain't gonna say shit else. You can call me and vent. Sometimes I don't want to always hear this shit, but don't call me no more about it.
I'm telling you.
When I'm ready to, when I've had enough.
I'm that friend. Don't call me no more about this shit. You can call whoever else. Don't call me though. I love you and I got your back, but I don't want to fucking
when
keep
you
hearing
really
this
ready
shit.
to go.
Don't even call me. Call me a year from now when you pass this situation. I don't even want to hear this nigga name on. I'm that friend. Yeah. I love you. I still got your back.
Call me 365 days after you done with the nigga. Then call me
when you done flushed it out your system.
For real.
365.
Show me the receipt and text message with the last time y'all had communication.
I don't even need all of that.
I'm being funny.
I know, but still. I guess that's why I'm so passionate about that, because I've been through it. It's just like, don't call me. You'd be surprised how much you don't talk to that friend as much no more.
Because
you don't want to hear
every time they
shit.
call, they got something to dump on you. It's like, I got some shit for you today, fam. It's like, yo, I don't even want to.
Like, why?
I'm not even trying to hear this right now. Like, I had a good ass day, but I don't want to hear
Super good ass
like
day.
this.
I'm smiling, bro.
It's
You
not
fucking
what I
on my
want to
whole
hear
vibe.
right
Like,
now.
no.
Can we talk about this Anthony Edwards situation?
Who?
Oh, yes. Okay, Brittany's down on social media, so who wants to give her the recap?
So what happened is Anthony Edwards, he plays for the Timberwolves. He's a budding superstar, young guy, doing his thing. He got somebody pregnant. She took the information Publix, put on the gram. She texted him first, told her she's pregnant. He said, "Yo, get the abortion just right off the rip." She was like, whatever. She was like, "I already lost a son like that. I think about it every day, XYZ." He like, "Look, I'll give you some money, it's whatever. She like, "I'm not even really worried about the money. Like, I'm just talking about like the child here." And then she was like, "Look," so eventually she was like, "I'm gonna do it, whatever." So he was just like kind of ghosted her for a little bit, and then was like, "Look, my attorney be in contact with you," and whoop-de-whoop. So since she released it to the public, of course everybody's bashing him now, and now we kind of here with it.
He got a girl too. You forgot that main part. He has a woman.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, yes.
So did that change the whole dynamic?
Nah, because niggas.
It still kind of adds to the story. So he got I don't know if this is his wife or fiance. She's pregnant as well.
Oh.
So
Where did you see this at, bro?
You don't pay
No, I'm not saying you.
attention.
No, I'm not saying you wrong.
On the
Trust
same
me, I
internet
believe.
that you be
I'm about to say I
on.
believe you. I'm just. That's
It was
crazy,
one of
man.
those once she dropped it and you saw the text thread. The next post was like, "Oh, and also he got a girl that's also pregnant." It was
Okay.
like a little add on to
I
it.
missed that one.
Yeah, I missed that one. I ain't see that.
Yeah, so he got a girl that's pregnant as well, which is why he didn't want her to keep it.
Okay.
That's the reason.
That is the
I thought
reason.
it was the diaper BBL.
Oh, her body look wild.
My body all right.
That is the
Checked
reason.
her out.
So,
She all right.
are y'all wanting
So the first,
She's
so the-
8.5.
The first question
I
was,
like
that.
do you think
She got
he's
big
wilding
booty.
by saying what he said, like telling her to be legal?
What y'all take the money? What y'all would do in that situation if y'all was ever talking to her?
Absolutely wild.
There's so many angles to this that it's so many angles, right? Like
Me your number one.
athletes, I'm not saying nothing bad about the female, but a lot of females know what they're getting into before the situation comes. I don't know this lady, so I don't know her. I'm just saying that when you deal with people who have a certain, they're at a certain place in their life, you kind of know what you're getting into. One, I mean, you went into the situation and got pregnant, and it take two to tango.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The responsibility falls on both. But I do think it's a little wild that he had a situation though. That's a little heartbreaking.
You think he wrong for asking
You
for
think
abortion?
you think he wrong for that?
I think that
Offering the money and abortion. The money.
it's different angles, right?
Okay.
100K for abortion.
He gave her money for it, right? Is that what y'all are saying?
No, I'm saying, like, do you think he's wrong for doing it? Like, just asking, like, how he went
Maybe
about
the
it.
way he went about it, yes, but you should still be a man about it. Like, be on man time. Like, don't just send the money and leave me by myself. Like, nigga, show
Yeah,
up.
that's fucked up.
Like, show up. Like, I'm not just anybody. I wasn't just anybody when you was fucking me.
I mean, she
But
was a
show up.
groupie,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a woman at home. Like, be a man about the situation, which is unrealistic. He was
Yeah, because
just
I'm about to
being
say,
a
this go
nigga.
back to kind of like what Myrt was talking about, where, like, you got a young NBA star. Are you the only? You probably not the only one.
But that's what I said. Because she should have known what she was getting into, but who also would have known that he would have carried it the way that he did. Also,
Go
he
ahead,
could
Myrt,
have
go
been a
ahead.
little more empathetic about it. She
So
didn't
he's-
just get herself pregnant.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's 22
Just
years
doing
old.
what is truly
He's young.
crazy.
He's a child.
Yeah,
He's
he's
22.
super.
He's a child.
He is.
I'm going to say the first thing before we dive into this. The infidelity and the scandals that happen amongst athletes are at an all-time
Time
and
high.
perpetuating high.
Yeah.
We had the baseball player. He married. He had the girl out of wedlock.
Oh, Tim Anderson. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
Tim
you're talking about.
Anderson.
He got his wife pregnant. He's wild, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
not
just
forget about Tiger where it started.
it just
I mean,
goes
Tiger
on
just
and
like
on.
the
So
white women.
I want to say I feel like young
Denny's
athletes are being programmed in conditions to think that they supposed to have a wife, a main girl, and they supposed to have side bitches. I think that they think that that's the norm. That's what's talked about in the locker room, because why would, even when Tim Anderson, that's what I'm talking about. When he went on the podcast, the Pivot.
Yeah.
And they had this man-to-man hold accountability, because the main host was like, I got a wife
RC.
and kids, and you know better. You know right from fucking wrong. So they keep doing it because it's a part of the lifestyle being that athlete.
Yeah.
2, he's 22. So he don't know. I'm not going to even. His response is more so geared to his lack of emotional intelligence, because at the point where she was like, I'm still dealing with the fact that I aborted
Lost
a
a
child.
child.
Any person with a full brain that understands, that would have been a moment to show that you care. He threw money at it because he don't give a fuck. You're one of many.
That's why I say show up.
Yes, yeah, like I think overall to me it's just like, I hate to say it, it's just one of many that just continues to
how I
happen.
feel.
Like,
That's how I
Do
feel.
you feel like that kind of behavior with athletes is at an all-time high, or is it just social media that's exposing more of it at a higher rate?
I think it's at an all-time high because it's more. It's
every
way
day.
more
It's more
factors.
accessible.
Yes, I think that it's always been happening. Yes, but I think it's happening way more frequently because this society now, this modern scope of dating, it doesn't really honor the sanction of like being in a committed relationship, family. And then I also feel like with all these couples breaking up and shit that's been in the news and the media, it don't really help. Now, I believe people still have healthy relationships, yes, but we just talking about what's being painted to the masses. He's 22. He's so impressionable. I've had brothers, little godbrothers that play football, and they've told me that they think that they only supposed to date Spanish and foreign girls. And I'm like, but your mother and your sisters is black. But they are conditioned to think that because of the people who they idealize.
I mean,
I think that young man thought that I mean, yeah, I got a girl, she got a baby, but as long as I don't get caught. But then that's another part too. Y'all kind of stupid now, cause y'all they going air y'all ass out every time.
Hey, Zion.
Where y'all gonna learn? Y'all gonna get caught.
And in her credit, it seemed like she gave him the chance to handle it
did.
amicably. She
did.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like she had every chance to let it just happen.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to be this female because I don't condone cheating. Let me just put it out there. But it's just kind of like, if you going to be out there and be doing it, like, you got to be careful. Like, what you doing? You just don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. I always say it's a lick that you talk to this high-profile athlete that has a shoe coming out. You know he was young. You know what you was doing. Like, that's why I'm looking at her. I'm like, you know what you was doing.
But I'm not. I'm still a woman at the end of the day. That's why I'm just like, be a man. Like, show up. Like, you don't have a man in your corner to say you ain't.
I think he lost his dad. I think he lost his dad. He lost his mother and grandmother. So he doesn't have that emotional, that guidance. So you know,
it's just sad. It's just sad to me, honestly.
Yeah,
One thing I don't think people like understand is that a lot of niggas, they reason for getting money is so they can fuck off. Like,
fuck off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their reason. It's like, yo, once I get this bread, I can do what the fuck I want.
Because
so,
they got
like,
the money to take care of the problems, but the problems are.
ask Tyreek Hill. He got 6 baby mamas in the past. Fucking,
well,
he got married.
We ain't learned from Diddy that the money don't always erase your problems.
You know how long that shit took up to catch up with him?
So it caught the fuck up. That's the point.
I know,
It
but
always catch up.
It always catches
And if
up.
he ever
But
ain't Diddy either.
if we talking about
Diddy got money and it still came back to him. Like Diddy got
we
that long
talking about
type
the
of
same
money.
generation who will do anything to go viral. They just don't have the same common sense that we was born with to read. I mean, I'm talking about to reason in general, like weigh the pros and the cons.
Yeah.
If I fuck this bitch and she happens to get, they not even thinking.
But you gotta think
It's
though,
grown
like,
men still making dumb decisions like that.
but you gotta think. You gotta think like.
The youth is worse.
You gotta think like these dudes are living so fast that like
I'm getting
that,
40 a year.
I don't have time to think about like the shit that we have time to think about.
Think about what we did at 22.
There's
If
no
you would have gave us M's, I would have been assassinated or killed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
sure that was
what
the
I'm
only.
saying.
That's
But
the only
that's
somebody who had to kill me. Man.
But
Like
that's
for
what
real,
I'm
like
saying.
they had to smoke me.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why 22 really
They'd
does
have had
play.
to smoke me.
22 really does play into a lot of why he's making the decisions that he's making. Like you said, imagine you were 22 with M's.
But what was we? That's juniors or seniors in
Bro, you just
Morgan?
graduated.
Nigga, somebody would have had to kill me.
Just
If
graduated.
you gave me millions, like what, bro? Like no.
Come on, bro.
I've been fucked
And you
up.
feel invincible.
You had a baby.
I've been
You
fucked
feel
up.
invincible then when you broke.
I
probably
You
would've had
had a
seven.
million. Like you
I probably would have had like 7
100%.
kids, bro. I'd be
I would
fucked
have been
up.
more
I'm getting 100.
careful than that, but I'm.
26 years old.
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
yeah,
I would have had 3-4 kids by now.
I had like 5 kids. I have 100 million.
Think about how invincible we felt at 22.
No,
That was us
okay.
being broke. Can you imagine us having M's at 22? Nigga, what? Like, I would really think I'm...
Nigga, that day I
I'm
got my
untouchable.
DUI, I would have left the car there and just kept it pushing. Fuck about the car.
What T.I. said? Hey, Judah, hey, what T.I. said? I crashed the car in Houston. Next day, I went to bought another. He was like,
Bro,
fucking leave the car. Like,
When I be
it's
hearing
good,
stories,
like-
like I heard this story, Mike Tyson gave fucking somebody his fucking Maybach for like 3 weeks. He like, I mean, if you want to send it back, that's cool. Like, you know, you can keep it. It's like, what?
I was like, I would have left the car.
I can't
I would've
imagine.
been like,
I
fuck
really
this car,
can't
I'm gonna
imagine
get
having
another
that
car,
type
bro.
of money. Like we used to joke about what if we hit the lotto. Like back then, right when we was young and dumb. And I used to say shit like, "Dog, I would make them build a statue outside of Norman." Like, because I would just go in there one night, like, "Yo, everybody out, call everybody you know, and tell them I'm paying tuitions,
Not Norma.
child's like I'm fuck it, we
Norman's
own
is
Baltimore."
wild.
That's why money allows. That's why like money allows you to
Think that you're invincible.
Like what?
that and like money allows you to be a kid longer.
Yeah.
That's like when we look at rappers and celebrities, you be like, yo,
They
y'all still
buy
doing this
dumb
like
shit.
kid at like childish ass shit. It's because these niggas
Man,
rich. Like,
speaking to that
you can
too,
be a child longer. Like
athletes that I know will literally
Ed
hand their
Lover, that's
wallet
who
to
it
their
was,
assistant everywhere they go.
Because they know.
Here you go.
Cause it's like, bro,
I'm Richie Rich.
Even
nigga.
older men think I was listening to a song. I know it's just a song, but you know rappers be
Shit
like
remind you
they
10
be
years.
really meaning what they talk about sometimes. Like I remember listening to Future song. Future's older. I remember hearing the Future song recently where he was like, "Nigga said I don't give a fuck about no killing. I'm a 9-figure nigga." I'm like, but he meant that with every bone in his body. But it's like,
You think he killed somebody?
No, I'm just saying he don't even. He's saying that
I'm
whatever
invincible.
happens, I got the money to make this
Yeah,
shit
it
go
go
away.
away.
Like nigga, I'm not even thinking of that. I got the
Until you
M's.
don't.
Like so, like you know what I'm saying?
Till
Like
you don't.
that be
Until you
yeah
don't.
until
You
you
R.
don't.
Kelly, bro.
And then you thug.
Did
Or then you thug, but
now
like
you
you know
doing,
what I'm
now you
saying?
doing
Like,
prison concerts.
but like you know what I'm saying? Like that's really niggas mentality. He older, like you know what I'm saying? Like, but
That should allow you to be a kid
I
longer,
don't know.
bro.
I be wanting to think that they just be saying shit.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
No, for sure there's like a blink, but like sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you're in that mode, you
It's
like
a meaning below the
yeah, like he definitely like you hear a lot of rappers say that, especially a lot of them rappers. You hear a lot of say like, "Nigga, I got enough money to make the lawyer like whatever." Like I'm not thinking about that, nigga. I got hundreds of M's. I don't care about no case. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I want that type of money, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit, I don't need it.
Like
Can't even
I
spend
be
it on.
yeah, like I be saying
you
that.
could.
Like I be like, yo, if I was in that position, I don't really want to be in that position.
You know the type of money I want? I want the type of money to be able to like. And it's funny because we're around this type of holiday season. For Christmas, it's always pissed me off that I really can't do what I want to do. Like, I be Gucci, but it gets me mad, like, because I want to give, like, a lot more than I be giving. Yeah. So, like, if I had that money, like, I'm the type that want to, like, you know, all my homies, everybody I fuck with, like, yo, here's a, like, I would love to go to the mall and just tear them all. Not even for me, for others. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can have this, you can have that. Like, I want that kind of money, but I don't need to be, like, filthy rich. Because I do think it changes. Like 50 said, if money don't change, you ain't making enough.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want
like,
that type of power, fam.
I just want to live on an island. Everything else, fuck it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
It's a little overrated, but it's cool.
Take it from me.
It's a little overrated.
You just wasn't grateful with
Nah,
it. I like the
take it
simple
from me, it's
things.
a
You
little
ain't
overrated.
tuned into the internet and stuff.
Nah, it's just- You know, I lived there. Hold on, time out.
You really think
you know, I lived there for 6.5 years before I came here, right? And you know, I went back every year until COVID happened. Like,
Nigga said, you really think you're island. Nigga.
like stop it.
From
Like,
the back row.
them,
Southeast nigga.
huh? Did you live? Did you?
6.5 years.
Huh? I mean, you might
Well,
be
there
there,
you go, then.
But do you go back every year? Do you go back every year? Yeah, you a Southeast nigga. Congratulations, nigga. I don't know what to tell you, but like,
What I tell y'all about this in Southeast niggas, bro? What's up with y'all?
I didn't do that.
He said he a Southeast nigga, bro. That's what he said. He established
Until
it.
y'all walk over
6.5
there,
years.
y'all
He
be
said he
calling me,
established
bro.
that.
Like, stop it. Like, just stop
be
it.
calling-
Let's stop it. Let's stop
He
it.
said I
Don't
still
call me,
call.
bro.
He said I still call today,
Nah,
right now,
man,
bro.
that's crazy. I don't like that term. Let's leave that alone.
Can we the Simone Biles
God, oh my fucking God,
you see what I did though, by the way?
I really hate this.
You know what's crazy?
Did you
I
see what
hate
happened
y'all.
though? You see what
That's
happened?
my favorite show, dog. I don't like
The
this.
nigga's name is Jonathan Owens.
Yeah.
We just talked about Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
You want to see what happened?
You know what my thing is, bro?
Uh-huh.
It's like, I don't know why it's like, I can't, like, do I have to know who you are?
Yes.
Like, am I, do I have, because you're a world gymnast, am I like obliged to know who you are?
I don't think it was nothing wrong with what was said.
It was
I
all,
would have done that to my wife.
all.
I would have done it to my
At
wife
all.
on that
Oh,
platform.
Joe Britt. So Britt.
but I guess
Merk, we got to recap.
I don't
Brittany
know what
said what was
happened.
said.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about this.
So basically, no, but it's another thing that's in here that we got to touch on. But she said, so basically on the pivot that Mert just
On the
mentioned,
pivot,
on the
yeah.
pivot, they asked so Jonathan Owens is a football player, and he said Simone, you know who Simone
married.
Biles is, right? She married Simone Biles, and he was talking about how they met. They was asking him how they met. And he said, well, she actually hit me on, they got like a high profile Tinder, I guess. That's all I can
The
that's all I can
500
get
joint.
for him. So she hit him up on that, and he was like, I wanted to wait a little bit. I worked out first, and I took a shower, whoop-de-whoop. And then she messaged me. But basically, he was saying, well, rub people the wrong way. And she was saying, like, one, he said he never knew who she was. She was like, I just knew she had a lot of followers, and she was a gymnast. And then he was like, two, she kind of chased, like, he made it clear that he thought, like, he's saying men was the catch, and that she did pursue him. Like, she says he wasn't really, like, he was still trying to see if he wanted to, like, play the field as any young nigga in
Athlete.
college athlete would, but he was trying to say if he still want to play the field or not. And she said, you know, she drove 45 minutes to meet him. She was the aggressor and the pursuer, and now they're happily married. So like whatever. So but that
what's
rub.
the problem?
People
That's what I
didn't like
said.
him saying men was the catch. Men was the catch pissed a lot of females off, and a lot of women got mad that he said like the men was the catch thing. And I think this is what that.
This is
took
why I
off.
only think this is not worth people talking about in this clickbait.
Thank you,
Is
Lord.
because they are happily married. And when you see them together, they genuinely look like they're best friends.
For sure.
So who gives a fuck if he felt like he was a catch when they met or not? Then that's why she posted that picture with them going like this. Like, bitch, I'm cool. Like, people are gonna have their public opinions about people, but simply talking about it because he said he felt like he was a catch. When he told the story, she was fucking sitting right there. She was in the interview. That's why I'm just like, why? If the bitch sitting right there don't got a problem with her husband saying, why the fuck do we? I just want to know.
Okay, too much.
But this is the second part to that though that we was gonna get into. Number one, should we talk on the show a lot about women shooting their shot? A lot of people we had guests on the show that said she would never do X, Y, Z in the third. This would never happen. We have a successful story of somebody shooting their shot here and they end up happily married. Should we look at that more as a good example to how, like, you know, maybe women should shoot they like she was and I've had people sitting on this side that had worked 9 to 5. This is Simone Biles and she decorated Olympian and she said I'm gonna go after my man.
Absolutely.
I think women should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of guys who are too intimidated to shoot their shot at somebody who they think might be out of their
Absolutely.
league. Girl, go for it.
You what they say, you miss a million of shots you don't take?
And some guys do be a catch. Like, in our think
Talk about it.
In our
It's
generation.
cool. Like, that's
And y'all know I love my black man, so let's get into it. Okay. Y'all think about it in our generation.
it's cool.
If you could meet, okay, all of y'all are the exception, right? But I'm saying is, you can meet a guy who don't got kids, who ain't got no baggage, who make decent money.
Damn, all y'all.
All of them.
Clap it up.
Where my camera at, school?
Let's zoom in on the guys. No,
I'm
but
on my
for
way.
real,
I
like,
ain't there yet.
think
I'm on my
about
way.
that. Like, how it's kind of rare right now to go out and meet a guy that don't have baggage, that don't got kids, that ain't got a whole bunch of bullshit going on, that's on the straight and narrow. Like,
Ish.
you gotta appreciate that.
Straight narrow ish. Because
Guys, what I will say about everybody, y'all can amen on that. When you make when you make it this far though, and you single with no kids, it's a lot of scars though. I'm pretty. It's a like to make it to here.
Ain't no fucking scars over here.
We're not pointing out
there's a lot of scars.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying when you say baggage, just like sometimes them scars
got
got
some
baggage.
people
all
that
got
we all
baggage.
got
For sure, I'm just saying.
Look at him,
We
school.
all got baggage.
Still ass from school. Look at me,
But
school.
wait, to the Simone Biles situation, to give y'all the flowers of piggybacking on what Brittany said.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%.
She also the beauty of a woman shooting her shot as a man is we have the opportunity to be strategic. Men will go smack at you at the grocery store, the gas station, whatever. Simone Biles saw someone who was on her level, attractive, pet already from afar, had attributes that she liked, and she went for what she wanted. Because women in her position, this is like Rihanna going smack at you, and I'm not pertaining to looks, and I don't want people to take it like that, but she is a Rihanna, she's a Beyonce, she's exceptionally well at what she does, whether he knew who the fuck she was or not. She knew when she laid this shit up, he was this nigga mine. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You wanna know what's crazy?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All I'm gonna say, he
Ain't
didn't
wrong
geek
with
her.
that.
Go
I
ahead, Brittany.
think for guys, y'all probably put a whole lot more thought into shooting your shot at a female. It don't take nothing for us to shoot our shot at y'all.
Not over here.
No, I'm saying we think about the man,
My shit a little easy,
not like
man.
15 girls. Like, you know, like when men go out, they might buy a drink for 5 women. Just seeing who will take the bait. I'm saying in a position where you know you have the upper hand and you are choosing a man, it's something that you thoroughly thought through. Like, this is why I want to shoot my shot at him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you decide on that one guy, it could be something so small. It don't gotta be no big grand gesture. You know
but
what I'm
I just
saying?
felt like they were equally yoked to each other. Like, she didn't, you know what I mean? Like, they on the same playing field, same age, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know? And, like, prior to, like, everyone talking about Kiki and Darius. So, Kiki Palmer went smack at Darius, too. This has
That's
nothing
the
to
concert,
do.
nigga?
That's a concert, nigga. That
Yes,
is.
but I'm saying this don't have nothing to do with the drama, so I just kind of want to separate the two. But basically, his brother was the one who was the actor. He was just at the parties, and Kiki said, she was like, I ain't never seen you at the parties. And then she was like, I know that men are intimidated. I'm Kiki Palmer. Who's really going to go smack at me? And she just tells her story on the Terrell show about how she pursued Darius. And up until, recently, like, it appeared like, even when she was pregnant, I felt like I like to see her happy and, like, living in her truth. And, like, her showing, I know she went through a tough battle with, acne and stuff. So to still see her with someone who, like, loves her, she was pregnant, and what appeared at the time, again, to be a healthy relationship, I was happy for her, knowing, especially that she went after what she wanted. So I feel like successful women doing well, whatever I feel like you should.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? Because we see this, or I hear this rhetoric about, like, for a woman, you're at a disadvantage as you get older, because the older you get, the more successful you become, the less the shorter your range of options become.
I think that y'all can answer that question.
But
y'all
do you
right
agree
now?
with that though?
Yeah, I think the dating is in y'all's advantage. I think that it's so many more. Like, to be a quality woman and be a quality man in the same pool as you get older. What I'm saying is everyone's getting younger. So while the only power women have to me is the power to stay in a relationship with a man or the power to have sex. We cannot choose a boyfriend and we cannot choose a husband. So if you and I are both successful and we're here and we're getting older and y'all can have babies until y'all 75, 80 years old, the women are only getting younger. Y'all have more options to choose from than that same woman going like this versus dating down. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I'm saying that it's more limiting to us because the dating for the purchasing power, the economic dollar when it comes to dating is in the man's court.
Really, what you think about that?
I think it depends on the woman mindset. Because if you take care of yourself, it's going to be a man at every age that won't fuck with you.
Facts.
Now, if you want to have kids, that might be something a little different, but we always
It's gonna be tough.
options.
It's gonna be
You can
hard.
adopt.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, adopt.
You know what I'm
Adoption is
saying?
a
But
good one.
shit, I kind of disagree a little bit.
Me too, Brittany.
I think because like men
I
at
hate this
every
damn
age,
bush.
you know how many older men that came up to me like, I love your facial hair. Like now younger guys might not, they might not be into that. But I'm just pointing that out to say that like men at every age, whether younger or older, will always find you attractive. You will always find somebody. It don't matter where you at. I be seeing couples, and I ain't judging nobody, but I be seeing couples like, man, now if they can end up together,
I can find somebody.
it's
but
somebody
out
here.
there for me.
I agree with Myrt 100%.
I think it's when you are attractive, you take care of yourself, you got things going for you. Yes, people are going to always want to date you, talk to you. But we talk about this all the time, Brittany. We like one person every 5 years. Like, we don't even be liking niggas like that. So then when you talk about mutual assent, you finding somebody that's intellectually on your level. A lot of the old niggas that's still single, I'm talking about majority, not the few. A lot of the old niggas still single because their brains still not fully fucking developed.
I don't think we should categorize them.
I'm
Myrt
saying
just said,
that
Myrt just
there
said mutual
are-
assent.
I'm
Could we
just saying, I
collaborate
don't
for
think
that?
we should
I never
group
heard
all
that
men
in my
all
life.
together.
What is
Myrt-
mutual
Myrt
assent?
said
I
mutual assent.
think
What the fuck is
as
mutual
brains
a
not
assent?
woman of
developed.
quality and I have good common
Said
sense.
their brains not fully
I
developed.
know,
You don't know what that old nigga been through?
Angela Bassett at 66, she fine. She don't even look her age. So Mary J. They would just say 50s
Murray
and
ain't got
30s.
nobody.
Taraji P. Henson.
Murray's paying her
No, I'm
husband.
talking about women looking
I thought
younger.
50 was the new 40.
Yeah, they said 50 to new 30.
Shit,
I'm
me.
talking about
Shit, me, that's crazy.
Mary Taraji, all of these beautiful
let's not
women
do
who've
it.
aged gracefully
They
that
all
are single,
single.
right?
Okay.
They have been married, they've done the things, etc. While they're not giving up on love, it is much harder for these type of women to find someone than it is for a man their age to find a woman.
Agreed.
That's just common sense. I'm not
100%
saying you can't find nobody. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But the facts is out there. Like, you can see it all around you.
I agree because I think women, like, yes, they can find, like, we talking about, like, we always talk about the numbers, right? We play the numbers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's exceptions and shit like that. Yeah, Taraji and them probably have no problems getting whoever.
No, they
want.
be talking about how they do have
I'm saying, but like a regular, but I'm agreeing with you on how, like, you can, men don't, like, even anything from reproducing to whatever you want to do, like, there's really no clock on us for real, number one. And number two, like, if you're a hands, and let's talk about how the field is some shit, right? For like, as far as like, that's why I always said, when we always had the conversation about like who's really catching the DMV between men and women, it's like, bro, like, niggas don't be shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shout out to my niggas that are, but like, the majority of niggas don't be. Women by far have this shit more together. They're more established. We always talk about it all the time. So it's like, if you like who can get more, like a person like, speaking on Nia Long, right? Like, Nia Long could get their fair share, whatever, but for you, M.A. Udoka, the world is open to Slim.
Oh, man.
He's a he can have whatever, and he's no homo. He's a good looking gentleman. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's tall and he's 6'4". He's not an ugly looking. He can have whatever. Pick of the litter.
Even
like,
after his
situation, nothing is. There's
Look at
nothing
Che
off limits to that,
Ochocinco.
son. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing off limits to them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I absolutely believe in love. I absolutely believe like somebody's out there for me. But yes, when it comes to the numbers, and as women get older, it's not really just about like the looks and what you have. it's just like a numbers game, like you said. I feel like the numbers are against us. I'm not saying you won't achieve it, but and I only use women who, like the girls that's in my media playing field, like me, Gia, Paige. It's a lot of media girls. We all single after the same shit and be having the same motherfucking story. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about based off experience. And I'm not saying it can't happen. And I'm not saying it won't happen. But a lot of the successful girlies have way more issues with niggas in the same bracket than men having with women.
Yeah.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
Because more women have their shit together.
I hate to see
Like,
it.
I mean,
And the
the
standards are different, right? So as a successful man, it's almost like you set the standard, right? It's like you could go get a girl from McDonald's that has nothing going on, but she's just beautiful.
You could turn her up.
And you could turn her up.
Carucci.
A woman ain't gonna go find a
Amber
successful
Rose.
woman in the same position is not gonna go find a nigga at McDonald's and turn him up. That's not gonna happen, right?
Kevin
But that's my
Federline.
choice.
That's my choice for sure. But
Kevin
like
Federline?
that opens your options as a man. It's like, bro, I can just go find anybody. That's like a cute girl. So we get along. I don't need her to make a certain amount of money, or I don't need her to block. It's just like, yo, you cute. We get along. I don't give a fuck what else you got going on for real. If you person that women on the opposite side of that spectrum is not the same. So that limits your options.
Women need to open their options.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that we should settle. I'm not saying that at all.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah,
But it just boils down to options. I mean, to standards and whatever our choice.
But that's the thing, though. Even if you don't settle, right? Then you're looking for a specific man that may not be available at the point that you're looking for him.
What if we just looking in the wrong place? It's over a billion.
But that's what we're saying about
With the
niggas.
money
There's no
thing-
wrong place. Sorry, go ahead. I was about to say there's no wrong place.
There's
for
no
it.
wrong
I was gonna
place.
say
Quavo can go to focus
I
and
was
turn
gonna
this
say
joint
with
up,
the
right?
money thing, right? Because we just talked about like how men, if y'all was 22, how y'all would spend money, whatever the case is, right? Women who achieve a certain level of success, they think like I know that I can't trust people. I know that we're less likely to make certain mistakes that men would make because we think things through from A to Z. So it's not necessarily a woman won't go to McDonald's or a guy that works at Pepco, not because of your job, but because of you know who I am, you know what I do. Whereas a man, I'm this person, I'm rich, successful, whatever. He don't care about picking a girl at McDonald's and what comes with that. We thinking not just about where I'm getting you from, but all of the extra things that men should process more when it comes to picking a mate. We think differently because I only want to use Rihanna as a good example because she waited. She's now in her mid 30s. She and her 2 kids back to back. Her and A$AP Rocky dated 10 years ago and reconnected now. Her being successful as she is, even like what Cardi talking about, if I cheated on Offset, everybody would know because the nigga's gonna tell. She's concerned about protecting my image. If somebody do snitch, we think things through much differently and process the world much differently as a successful woman than that of a successful man because the world is gonna tear us down way quicker than them for doing the same shit.
Also, I think y'all have to, though,
yes,
right?
like, yeah.
Because
like,
it's built into, like, what we are. Because we always talk about, like, how, like, when we go back to the catch convo, like, we talked about, it's like, as a man, when I take a girl out for a dinner date or we go out for dinner or whatever we going to do, there's things that y'all have to think about sitting across the other end of the table looking at me that I don't even have to think about for y'all. Like, I'm not worried about your, like, if you don't have no kids, I don't got to worry about, like, I just don't have to, like, damn, is this girl, like, yeah, some people think it's they using me, but I don't really have to think, like, is she a snake, is she X, Y, Z? Y'all have to think about, yo, is this nigga aggressive, he's gonna put his hands on me,
I don't gotta worry about my
is he a rapist?
physical safety.
I don't have to worry, like, none of that is work, and then 9 times out of 10, it's like, dog, he can be telling people, boom, boom, like, most girls I know for the most part, I mean, other than amongst their friend circle, they're gonna hold it down, especially if they meet a higher value nigga, they definitely gonna hold it down, because they know what, y'all can't say the same, a
and
nigga
like
will tell.
and let's talk about like if shit goes south.
Yeah.
Men are so quick to pay a bitch to shut the fuck up. Brittany, if you Rihanna, you meet Cardi, you want if you fuck both of these niggas right here, and they like, yeah, if you don't give me some money, I'ma tell, bitch, we don't want to pay. I'm not about to let you blackmail. We don't even want to put ourselves in a position to be blackmailed, blackball. Niggas will give it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go fuck whoever I want to fuck
Paid
with.
$100,000 for an abortion.
Whatever happens, I'm gonna pay for it to go away. More successful women
Also,
do not even
let's
want
keep
to
it
think
100.
about that.
If you go in a Giant right now and see, let's say you're, I ain't even call you Cardi. Let's say you've achieved the level that we know you're eventually going to achieve, and you become.
Sure.
Amen.
It's happening.
And you walk in the giant, right? And you see a nice looking young man bagging groceries or whatever. Like, I'm not saying you per se, but most successful women wouldn't even like Cardi going to giant. She's not even looking like she might say she everybody might as well have a mask on. Yeah. Like, she's not looking at nobody in there. That's not like. A nigga, Quavo might go in, or like Chris Brown went to Nordstrom and seen, like, you might go in there and like, we're still looking at everybody.
I totally
and if Quavo, it's gonna be a girl right now bagging groceries. If Quavo takes her to the red carpet, she is lit immediately. Million followers gonna go up. Like, we could turn like that. We could turn the joint up.
I agree.
It don't even matter. Y'all already thinking about the like. I don't want to get because y'all have to. I don't want to give a nigga a free ride. I don't want to. The girl I'm with, I know the girl that's with Quavo 9 times out of 10, she's going to be appreciative of this. She's going to hold it down. She's going to be more loyal than she probably should be.
So my personality is my personal personality is if I go in a grocery store, even now I'm not looking, no shade. But no, yes, if I'm when I achieve the success, I'm not looking. But let's say if I did meet a man through like friendship, like a party, a mutual, whatever, and I don't know what you do, but you're younger than me, I probably will give you a chance. Yeah. Because it's just like, especially if I continue to see you in the same rooms, then I'm like, okay, who he connected to? Who does he know? So there's a possibility of me as a successful woman meeting a man of lesser value, depending on the setting, and me giving him a chance. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that
the setting definitely.
It's the setting. The setting
but
matters.
Men's eyes are always open.
Always.
I could be a multi-millionaire. I could be, hey, yo, bro. I could be in a Chick-fil-A line, like my pleasure, and I look up like, y'all, like,
no, you nice like, yo,
what you doing later? Like our eyes are always open.
What you doing later?
Customer service is crazy.
Our eyes are always open. Yeah. They're never gonna be closed, no matter how much money we make.
Customer service is wild. Man. What you doing tonight, man? Yeah, exactly. The women don't put them. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Y'all making it hard. That's women. Y'all making it hard. That's all I gotta say.
They got to though.
You making it hard.
Because there's some niggas that's just looking for opportunity. Bro.
I mean, that's the world though. You know the world's a gamble.
Some niggas just looking for opportunity, and wherever they gonna find it.
I think it goes both ways, though. Honestly,
keep telling y'all making it hard. If you successful, you just got to.
Plenty of men looking for a come up.
For sure.
I mean, today's society
I'm just saying,
is.
men are more willing to. When if shit goes south, play to make it go away. Bro. Where it's like we don't even want to gamble our money like that. I don't want to have to pay you $100K just because I
are stingy.
But you know the fucked up
women
part.
Women a little stingy. Let's hold on.
No, but if we both looking for a come up, this is the thing.
Even with friends,
you'll turn the nigga up, and he'll go cheat on in a heartbeat. It won't even matter. 9 times out of 10, the girl gonna be more. Especially if you turned her up, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be more. I'm not saying that we're playing the numbers. I'm not saying that weren't ours that would jump ship. Most of the times, most girls gonna be loyal anyway. Especially you turn her up, change her life. She probably gonna be more loyal than she should be to you. You'll turn a nigga up and he'll. Let's say you famous, you make famous, and then like Cardi start DMing you all the fun. You be like, damn, I always wanted Cardi. Myrt cool,
because
now I'm in the era.
Yeah, because now you put the nigga in a room.
I'm in that realm.
And then when you put him in a realm, already going back to the normal society is set up, which y'all having the options. Yeah. Now you just blew a nigga up, and he fine, and he be now he got access to all the bitches.
Cardi just like my pick. What are you talking about? Not everything changed.
But the good thing with women though is
that's crazy.
But the good thing with women knowing that about y'all, this is why women are now able to DM whoever they want with a 80% chances that man will respond. For the exact reason y'all just said, because y'all are way more pressure.
You know the realest shit KD ever said? Do you see that KD? You see that KD interview when somebody asked him what's the crazy part that came with fame to him, and he was like, or when did he know he kind of made it? And he said, I'm not going to say the name. Damn. He said. God damn, my bad, Kevin. If you ever see this, she got a DM and he was
like,
I'm cool with Kevin.
He said, I got a DM.
You just called him ugly. Are you cool with
What does that have to?
He said,
he
said that. Just a little bald spot.
Katie, we love you.
Probably the nicest guy in the world.
They asked Katie how he knew he made it, and he said, I got a DM from somebody, and I thought I was tripping. And he said I had to double check my phone, like my shit tripping. I know so and so did DM me. I'm like, yo, so and so DM me, and then he was like, my friend told me like, bro, you know you KD, bro, like you're in that realm now, like nigga, that can happen. But that's some real ass shit. Like imagine, like, huh?
Did he say who so and so?
No, he never said who. He never said who DM'd him.
Look at Eddie Murphy and comedians. They always say that comedians be having the baddest bitches, and they do not be cute.
Man, they funny.
They say
she's shadow, bro.
It makes a lot of sense.
But they say a man that makes a girl laugh can be up there, like.
Basically, because you be wondering how like certain comedians got certain women. It's because they're funny, charismatic,
I have no rule.
and money.
Personality
wins. If you could make
the rule is it's three women, it's three guys that will never have a problem getting men. One with money, man that can man in danger that can make a woman feel safe, and a man that can make her laugh. That's the three that never have problems.
Comedians be having the baddest ones. Personality and laughs takes you a long way. It take the medium ugly off. But then that's the other thing too. Medium ugly really don't even mean shit now because you can have the things you saying, it won't even matter. It doesn't matter.
None of this shit matters.
No such thing as ugly.
You know how fucked up the field is now? You can win by just not being weird.
Just don't be weird.
Just don't do no weird shit. Like, you know how many girls
Okay, what's the top 3 weird things that niggas do?
That I have no idea because I'm not a weird. I swear to God,
I don't know.
I don't subscribe.
But what are some weird things that men do that they should just probably stop?
I'll say this is self-accountability.
Follow you on Instagram when they don't.
Stop talking about like your relationship, like what you did to that last girl. Like, why she in love with you? Like, yo, man, I did this to her. Like, she was fucking with me heavy. Like, why are you telling your new girl what you did to the last girl? Like, as a form of, like,
unless
bragging.
She asked you.
Nah, I don't give a fuck if you ask me.
Got a lot, baby.
I'm not telling you that story, fam.
Some people.
Because it doesn't matter how, like, whatever response I give you, it's going to either sound like I'm lying or like I'm reaching for the stars. No response I can give you is you're gonna be like, all right, man, I want you to do that to me. Like, there's no.
But if you are
response.
that person and your patterns show up and it adds up to that story that you told me on day one, then I'm gonna know to fuck with you or I'm not gonna fuck with you. But men, y'all have patterns.
I don't necessarily know. Think you should reveal that on the first date.
Yeah, why would you? That's not something I'm giving you. I'm not giving you that.
I'm not saying the first date, but some people do ask that when they're getting to know each other.
I'm not giving you that information.
I don't know why, but something always told me to never do that.
I'm not giving you that info, fam.
I'm not doing.
I'm dying with that one.
Even if I'm like, you gotta ask me. It's just certain shit. I'm just not gonna say. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
some shit I'm just not gonna say. I also too sometimes I fuck with crazy niggas. It's like I wouldn't even do that.
I don't know.
I'm not giving you that.
I don't fuck with a lot of weird niggas. The one thing I will say about niggas is, and that's more so to us, but it's like y'all gotta know what environment you in too, and we gotta hold each other accountable when it comes to shit like that. Like the only weird shit I say, like it's two things. Like the only one weird shit I say is like sometimes women be around when the niggas like it's a game night, you inviting women through.
This is a weird thing that they shouldn't do?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So you'll invite women through to the game night and it be your men around. Now, what y'all don't know is I think sometimes, don't get me wrong, y'all fan the fire just by being there, but a lot of times, like, bro, me and Vo or whoever, we could be around 10 deep. We gonna get in an argument regardless. You know what I'm saying? Especially if drinks is flowing, niggas get to arguing. And we gonna get to arguing. It might lead to like, niggas might get to grappling in there. We might not know. But like, but this is what I'm saying. Niggas do that without women
niggas
around.
don't come to my shit, bro.
But when women come around, sometimes it get like,
even worse.
It'll go extra over the top, but that's like something we was doing anyway. But that's why I say like,
so men shouldn't invite women.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's when women are around, men gotta take it off. Like you like don't even say nothing that would trigger me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like we don't.
Because I'm gonna
forget
forget the women around.
Like, yeah, because if you say something that trigger me, we there.
Is it that, or is it that the women around and you not about to bitch me in front of these?
That
girls?
too.
No, it's all that combined. It's all that in the mixture.
Like,
because what he said that triggered me, it'll trigger me whether y'all was there or not. But now that y'all are there, now what's the extra? You know what I'm saying? And then shit get weird. Like real quick.
So what can y'all say? What do niggas do that's weird? That's like, bro, you should never do that. Or like, I liked you before you did this.
Don't find me on Instagram if I didn't like. Don't do that.
Or what if y'all was in the same space, like physically?
No.
I was in the same spot. 2 hours later, he come and follow you. It's like, yo, my nigga, you didn't even speak in person, bro. Where did you come from?
And no, it's like if you saw me in person and then you slide in my DMs, you had an opportunity.
I was right
to me
next to you. I was 2 feet away from you.
Now I think you creepy because you knew who I was the whole time and you didn't say anything.
Maybe he was accepted.
It'd be more pressure than y'all think.
We not
That more pressure than y'all think.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
It's not.
Yeah, we not like.
I'm gonna leave that.
I might have disagreed.
I haven't done that, but I understand it. I sympathize with
You're
it.
better off just
let it
going
go.
up to her right there. Like, you know what?
Why y'all think it's that light?
Why you think it's that light?
Like why y'all just assume this is like
I'm not saying that it's light, but like
The
if you
music
saw
is too
me,
loud. You can't hear my
if you saw me and then you went
macking.
through somebody that you know that's mutual between us and found me on Instagram, like, bro.
What if he was following
I can't speak to none of the fellas in here. I'm scared.
Later.
One of my top fears, like top 3 fears, and I don't got a lot of fear. I'm scared of death or rejection. Scared to death. So like,
you get
You're not
denied
gonna
a job.
You're not going to evolve without rejection in your life.
Hey, what you say?
You're not going to evolve.
No,
Without
I don't like being rejected.
nah, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared to death of rejection.
I love this shit,
blood
dog.
boils.
you know-
I'm
Yeah,
real with
so,
it, bro.
like,
I like
I
it, bro.
wouldn't, like,
Everybody's
yeah,
not
I'm
for
not-
me.
I
I
can
love
see
this
You
shit.
get you go to interview at jobs. Do you get every
That's,
I love
that's
rejection.
different.
Why is it different?
Because when I get not interviewed for a job, all right, somebody else might have had a better skill
Rejection's
set
my
than me.
middle
I know
name.
it's 1,000 people applying to the job.
Well, you do that with women, too.
When you tell me no, I'm like, damn, I was fucked up. Like,
No,
it was me.
it's
Insecurity.
okay. I'm
How
telling
you
you,
tell me how I
John,
feel?
be quiet.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell me how I feel?
No,
Like,
John.
Go ahead, cook. Go ahead, cook. Y'all
What
go
you
ahead.
just said about the general.
Keep in mind, this is how I feel though.
Okay.
All right, but go ahead.
But I'm talking you. I'm walking you off the self-sabotage cliff in your brain. What I'm telling you is what the logic you just applied to what you don't want to experience with rejection when it comes to a job interview and knowing that it's somebody out there that's more qualified, somebody that's better than me.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with rejection with women.
Facts, but I don't give a fuck that a nigga can do this admin job better than me. I care that another nigga is better than me that you would talk to.
nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But this
that-
is the thing.
like,
So I always think this to myself that
I'm telling you the truth.
sometimes y'all
That's why
can
niggas
go
don't share
smack
their
at a
emotions.
girl.
Niggas share their emotions 95, right? Go ahead.
you can go smack at a female and she could be doing you a favor by saying I'm good or not right now or I got a situation, whatever. She could be doing you a favor, bro. Listen to me. Because there are some who are so persistent after you say no
Man.
that first time, and next thing
Amen.
you know,
Oh, you
you're
don't
the
gotta tell
food
me
guy
once.
or you're the whatever guy.
It
And now
depends
he's
on how the
doing
milk
so
comes,
much
like
to
she
try
said.
to win her over after she said no
Yeah, I
the
don't gotta
first
worry
time.
about
It
that.
do depend
You
on-
gotta tell
I'm
me.
I'm not saying this
Yeah,
to you
I'm
directly,
saying.
but I'm just saying like
That's the-
rejection is not always a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's not.
I agree.
I'm
But I
respect
can't.
that.
So don't make it about
I never
yourself.
called ugly
No,
before.
but-
That's crazy. My heart couldn't take that. I'm just saying, my heart couldn't.
And then you say,
It's your approach, though.
My
son.
heart couldn't take
It's your approach.
Honestly, you can't.
It might
you
be your
can't-
approach.
And this is what I say.
Because niggas never
chalk it
know.
up to
Women
something
be-
being wrong with you. Is
Yeah,
all
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Facts, no facts, man.
It's not all- it's not
If somebody,
Exactly.
nah,
You
I
ugly
get
your whole
that,
life
but
and
that
nobody
sounds
never
easy
said-
from the outside. Like somebody's a
you
general fear,
34
right?
and you
Like,
there, you-
like say I don't give a fuck about a spider. I don't give a fuck about a roach. Whatever.
Nah, fuck that. You
No,
wildin'.
no, listen,
I don't fuck with
I
roaches.
personally don't care. Like, I would stomp a roach out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What if it's like 8 of them?
But this is what I'm saying though. If I'm
logic
out.
of
If it's 8 of them, I'm gone. But what all right, let's use the spider as a better example.
Yes.
Or let's say snakes. A snake doesn't bother me. If like somebody bring a snake in here, I'll be Gucci. I can't tell you if a snake's on the table, and I'm like, yo, Britt, it's just a snake. And I'm like, look, he's not going to buy. I can sound completely calm. You don't give a fuck about that. Like, there's a snake in here, you're not hearing that. It's the same, but if somebody has a natural fear of rejection, like, I'm not saying what you saying ain't true, but that's their fear. You can't tell them, just like if we on a roller coaster ride and we going up high and they're scared of heights and they start freaking out, you can't be, hey, you strapped in, you good. Everything you're saying is facts. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm panicking. This is my fear, and I'm irrational right
We
now. That's all I'm
understand that.
saying.
We
That's where I'm at.
understand
This is
that.
where I'm at with it right now.
We're not saying that being afraid of rejection is not a thing. Everybody
Yeah, for
has
sure.
a little bit of that. We're saying don't self-sabotage yourself
Every
behind
time.
it.
Oh, nah.
That's accurate.
Y'all know me. I'm
That's
doing
the
fine.
difference.
Y'all
Like-
know me. Like, y'all know me.
You just sit on camera like, damn, I'm fucked up. Like,
No,
that
no, I
shit
said
might
I'm
not have
scared of
nothing to do with
rejection.
you.
But y'all.
No, you just said that like 5 minutes ago.
No, I'm still scared of rejection. Thank you. Boom. Like, but all right.
But the only thing with rejection that I want to say in general, why I think at some point you got to conquer whatever area of rejection you're most scared of, is because the growth is on the other side of what you're scared of.
No, I agree with you.
So that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
That's facts.
And I was just saying, that doesn't.
And once you reveal, you heal. So I hope this helps you like
No, because
heal it a little.
also when I'm 35, about to be 36 next year. We kind of. Hey, Britt.
No bullshit. You're
Yeah,
middle-aged man, bro.
Yeah, but we're kind of stuck. I mean,
You got 70 years. So if you're
we stuck in
35,
what we stuck in
toast.
by now, especially if it's worked for us this long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you scared of rejection too doesn't mean you don't go smack, but you real careful, particular. A sign has been shown. It's a way you navigate that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not gonna be the man with money that pulls up to the Chick-fil-A window like.
If I have if I have Anthony Edwards money, that goes up.
So money is the answer. So money is the answer to your rejection.
No, but it does also make you
Got
more
it.
like
Confident.
yeah, for sure. And any nigga that says different is lying to himself.
believe
that definitely
I
matters.
feel like that's where
a lot of niggas with this money wouldn't be who they are without their money. If you be all
That's
these,
what
all
we-
these spots,
but
they'd be
that's
But
stripping
it's
what
the
we're
red.
same
saying,
niggas that
though.
don't got money that be having all the charm. They be winning. You just
Nah, for
like,
sure.
damn, nigga, you ain't got nothing. And
Listen,
it's like,
I really mean this.
I-
Ab, Roy, Marcus, me, Scoob. If you take away money from a lot of niggas, they wouldn't be us.
Exactly.
And that I'm
Well,
not. That's not being cocky.
But
That's being real.
yeah, that's
like,
why
they wouldn't be us.
Top
a
five
woman,
closest
a
in the
good
world.
woman with some good common
sure.
sense knows a corny man, whether he got money or not. Because
He's
I
a
will
good
put up the
dude.
corny emoji every time.
What's corny to you?
What's corny?
Yeah, just find corny. You could be talking about
Yeah.
broke. What's corny, bro?
Miss LA.
How'd I get in the hot seat?
What's corny?
First of all,
bro?
no. First of all, I want to
I heard LA is
congratulations,
crazy
being
corny.
top DMV. That's
Yes,
dope.
let's
Oh, yeah, let's
go.
hear
That's
that.
dope, bro. So proud of you.
Can I talk about the Beamer?
proud of you,
That's
bro.
my dog.
Can I talk about the Beamer?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out the new
Disrespect is
Beamer.
crazy.
Congratulations,
Beamer,
bro. I'm so proud of you, bro.
Disrespect
How
is
you feel?
crazy.
What?
The disrespect is crazy, and I'm not gonna.
Why you say? Nah, speak
why you
on it.
shitting
You
on
can't
He
say
can,
that.
he
and
can say it. It's not nothing. I would say it publicly.
I just
He can
congratulate
say
you.
No, why
Fuck
did
what
you-
you about to
thank
say.
you. No,
Fuck
no,
what you
no,
about
he,
to
no,
say.
she's
it.
pink.
No, he's piggybacking off
Oh,
of.
do I know what?
Why did you say that though?
The disrespect is wild.
No, what does that mean?
My
He
girl,
Googled him.
my girl's been doing her thing here for a long
long time.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, so
okay,
speak
okay,
on it.
okay.
The fact that she had to leave, go to another coach
Country
to
and
get
get
the
the
recognition.
That's
that
how it
she's
is
top
here,
of.
though.
Yeah,
That's
That's how it is.
disrespectful.
We ain't on the list.
Nikki
No,
in
I'm saying,
Atlanta.
but that's disrespect. My girl been
Yeah,
hustling, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, fact.
But
This is talent
this
right
is
here.
the city. This is the city, though.
This is talent right here,
Yes,
right? Like it's not,
amazing.
and I don't want to get into the space where we from DC, we from the area,
All right,
so we
We
niggas
should be
don't
on
take
set.
niggas don't never like pinpoint somebody and be like, yo, this person is special, right? It's almost like you just like immune to it, but like she's special.
Yeah, for sure.
So like for that to be the case, and for people not to acknowledge it until she leave, sometimes we gotta respect the people that's in front of your face, bro. I knew she was
Exactly,
special before she left.
100%.
Nobody in the room. I'm just saying, like nobody in the room was like, "Oh, I didn't know like that was a thing." And like everybody knew
I
that.
said,
Nobody
I
was
was like,
shocked.
finally. I was like,
Nobody
what?
was like, "Oh, I can't believe it."
Yeah, I
Like
was
that
like,
was not
she
a
should be on
thing. You
this
know what I'm
every
saying? So
fucking year.
for that to be the case, it's kind of like, yo, we appreciate it. Like, and I'm not gonna speak for you.
There's more to that shit.
It is a lot more, but it's not. It's one of them things where it's like I'm not gonna act like the talent wasn't there way before.
Is it like the Grammys
any
where
of
it's
this.
like about
It's-
popularity or what is
It's
it?
not even that because
I don't
that's
know
not
what
it
it is.
either. She was popular before she left too.
No, I'm not saying that. Trust me.
Yeah.
She speak my name in rooms when I'm not
Yeah.
around. I know it's not about that, but I'm just saying that it's like I always kind of feel like when it comes to certain stuff like that, it's just like you gotta to certain people you have to be like a somebody. Whereas to us, like to me, it's like she the biggest thing walking. But to certain people that's not recognizing who she is, it's just like. Is that what it's about? I don't know.
That is
I'm
what
asking
it's
for
about.
myself.
I'll say
That's
this.
fine.
I'll say the first thing I want to say is I'm definitely on my. I want us to do better for the generation that's coming after us to show this area with more camaraderie and more like instead of division. So what happens is in the space that I'm in, I definitely feel like I'm a people's choice. I don't like to talk about myself. Everybody know that. Don't want to get emotional, but I do feel like a lot of people ride for me. But I also feel like I've been in this space for so long where I had to fight because the
get some
same
tissue,
five people getting the jobs and the execs in the rooms at the radio station wherever are saying I'm so talented, like whatever, and you would expect your peers who know the talent to put on for you the same way I advocate for everybody else, and it wasn't happening.
Exactly.
But the minute that I decided to just be like, it's not about popularity. It's not about being a big fish in a small pond. It's bigger than me. What I'm on is bigger than me. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? He was like, move. I ain't have no plan. I ain't have it all together. Literally moved out there on a whim by myself. Like I have like 2 strong friends in LA. Have my back, still got my back till this day. If I got a red carpet, I'm calling Crystal. She gonna be my stage mom, my cameraman. She gonna make sure my makeup together. Like all you need is like one friend. Like that's a real sentiment to my story. But when I moved and I just trusted God, the time it couldn't be better because I made peace with the fact that this area is not a fair place when it comes to talent and recognition. It's just not fair.
Exactly.
But we make it harder on each other. And so it's like I'm never going to not put on for my peers, and I'm never going to not connect the dots, but I want to, for the generation that's coming up, not make it so hard for them.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what it's about, but I feel like once I made the piece on it, it was like, it didn't even matter. I made the list, and I feel like I stand for the creatives who get overly rejected. I experienced a high influx of rejection, of being overlooked, of not getting the calls, not getting the invites. And like Am said, nobody sitting around saying, oh, no, we didn't know. So it's just like, and I'm sensitive, and God was like, no, it wasn't now. So I feel like you're a piece of joy or happiness and peace, it comes when you really over it. Cause just Jasmine Brown, when she had made a post and said, you know, when you go through rejection and you go through bullshit in the industry, you like, fuck that, I don't want to get on, cause I'm gonna shit on these niggas, and every day I'm a and she was like, I have so much peace cause I'm getting the jobs I prayed for. I don't even give a fuck about the bullshit. Whether y'all recognize me or not, I don't even care. I'm waking up to live my dreams every fucking day. That's the flex and you see it. So it's just like me making the list finally was just a testament of why you just keep working. Nipsey said it best. You gonna go through every single emotion trying to achieve what you gonna achieve. The only genius thing we did was we didn't give up. Boom. And I live by that shit every single day. Rest in peace to Nipsey, man. I mean, that's my guy. I live by that shit.
That was nice.
Please.
Sorry for crying.
I just want to say timing is everything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as somebody in the know and been around all of y'all as creators and shit like that, me in the know, I respect you being on the list this year than I might have looked at it in years before because who you were sitting next to and whose list it is. Now it's like
I'm struggling with this
I don't want that fake credit.
Y'all struggling with that.
Now I'm just giving it to you because you sit next to me. So this year I think it probably means a lot more because it's like now I'm paying attention from across the fucking country. You still doing your thing, you know, this, that, and the third. Like I don't want it to look like you
somebody gave it to you. Yeah, I feel you. You know I feel you. I definitely I know the politics on the inside too. Like it's not just my friends list, but at the end of the day, I tell as y'all creatives, this industry you sign up to be on lists and you're not going to be included. Look at what happened with the Carisha Please podcast. Over Gilly, Wallow, over Nori and them, over like substantial podcasts that we listen to where we talk about the popularity came in. It's not to say that her show wasn't good, but is she putting in the time, hours, real commitment to the craft like the people that we know? No.
It was just a look.
It ain't about that, but it just goes to show like it is way more to it than what meets the eye. But when you sign up to be in the entertainment industry, this is what you sign up for. It's not going to always be on your side. You have to develop thick skin, and you have to understand that it is not about you. If you got a following, people rooting for you, your show growing, you prospering, like that's really all it's about. You just really have to like power through the bullshit. And I'm just like a testament of powering through the bullshit.
I want to say real quick that I give you your kudos, right? Like, we've had our ups and downs, you know that, but
not real ones.
Not real ones, but you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, like, even for that very thing, like, you telling me about showing up and everything we've had, and, like, I expect more of you when it comes to that because I'm always there for you, and you are. So I said on the podcast, you've been a way better friend to me than I have been to you, but I've been to you, been doing the work, but it's cool when you actually get to see it, right? Because you talk about this recognition. And even what I said about the Beamer thing, that might seem like no small thing. But listen, I know a lot of people that moved out to L.A. And it's no shame to them, no slide to them. They either come back or they have to move elsewhere because L.A. is tough. L.A. is tough to make it. You've been to L.A., you just bought a Beamer. You're thriving, you know what I'm saying, in L.A. And then not only that, I want to tell you honestly, I don't even be joking when I say, like, that's why I used the example when I said to John, I said, we're not even going to use Cardi. We're going to use to when you make it to where you're going to make it at. Because, like, it's two niggas that I always talk about, like, out of all my friends, and you just got added to this. But, I mean, you're one of the two where I say I don't take for granted, like, being able to call y'all. It's this guy and you, and I've always said that because I was like, add one day is going to be something else. And, like, I don't take for granted that I'm going to be able to call him and get an answer. Or, like, I can text him, I know he's going to reply back. Or, like, I get to talk to this man in a normal space of talking to him because I know eventually what he's going to become in some capacity. I feel the same with you. I don't take for granted that I can text you whatever, or I can FaceTime you in the morning, you can call me, because I'm like, it's going to be some point where, like, my call is going to be millions of calls, but I know you're going to hit me back, and I don't take that for granted. So I already know you're going to achieve whatever it is that you set out to. You got your hands in too many pots, and like I said, the talent is there. You can't deny talent, right? And you're making the right move. So I personally, we all really want to give you a kudos for what you're doing. And like I said, sometimes it's the same Nipsey quote that I live by that you just said. Nipsey also talked about perfect timing. Like Marcus said, sometimes it's timing, and this might be that time. So, you know what I'm saying? Kudos, keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, and it's only a matter of time.
I received
Don't
that.
go over Diddy house.
Yeah.
I received
I had to
it.
add that in. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I always do that. I'm sorry, man. I gotta stop doing that, dog.
Em told me one thing
I gotta
better
stop
not do
doing
is
that.
get veneers.
Why do y'all let me
He
do
told me
that?
not to get fake teeth.
Don't
He
get
said,
veneers
don't go to
either.
Diddy parties. Don't get, you got one thing you don't want me to do while I'm out in Cali.
It's unnecessary. Fam.
I'm sorry, I did that.
That's why
Because it was getting too emotional. I had to break.
19 years old with the veneers. It's like,
yeah,
you
that's
gave up
nice.
already, fam.
There's so many different kinds.
God
You know,
damn.
I thank you guys for being my tribe, and I
We
thank
love you, man.
for sewing into me because, you know what I'm saying, I definitely wouldn't be the person I am without the crowd and company I keep.
We love you,
And I
son.
definitely think the world of y'all, which is why I push y'all so hard, because I want y'all to be having the sponsorship that y'all deserve and being able to
Lot
talk
of
y'all
them.
shit on any
A lot of
platform
them.
and get paid to do it.
Oh God, I
Pick
gotta
up
come
the-
there.
pick up the
I'm
pen,
fucking
bro.
poor.
Even just y'all being here, if you be real, like y'all two been there for like, we got episodes in Bricey. You know what I'm saying? We got episodes.
Episodes
We got
wild.
episodes in Bricey. We got episodes even the growth from here to now from back then. I don't know how long ago that was, but y'all, except the DC Weekly joint, y'all been in like every studio. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, y'all really fan.
The pod.
Yeah. Y'all been to the pod.
The pod.
Merc, what you was doing with one of my favorite rappers who nobody likes, Gunna? What was that about?
Oh, he shot a video with Asake, and another artist. He's actually, forgive me, I hate that I don't know his name, but he's under Steve Stout's United Masters. Their whole team was incredible. That's why I'm like, I feel bad. I can't remember his name. I don't want to look at my phone right now. But it's actually his song. He did the track. He produced the song. He put Asake and Gunna on it.
That's wild. That's wild.
So I want to give him his kudos. I'm gonna get his name in a
Producer,
second.
right?
Yeah, but it's like just like how DJ Khaled, it's his song. He puts the artist on there. It's the United Masters artist song. He put Asake and Gunna on it. So I was the assistant to the assistant director.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm trying to get that 80 credit. I am going to get that 80 credit. Another incredible creative. His name is Marquise Abrams. He's from Miami, and I met him years ago. Off some like just regular South shit. Just kept in touch when he moved to LA, and I had my birthday out there. During the pandemic, he had pulled up on me and my friends. We, you know what I'm saying, hit it off. I stayed out in LA for 2 weeks, and I did King Von's last video.
Oh shit.
With Polo G. So that was the first video I did, and I've been working with their production company ever since. I've did Nicki Minaj videos. I've done
Which one?
Young Blue.
I fuck with Blue, man. I fuck with Blue, dog.
felt all of it.
What else? I did Jason Derulo. Shout out to Jason Derulo. As corny as he may seem at face
He's super
value,
corny,
he
bro.
is so fucking talented though. That man, when I tell y'all like y'all want to talk about like
I don't
Michael
get him.
Jackson level of like
Oh,
of like
whoa,
breathing.
whoa.
No, I'm
only Michael Jackson is from Petersburg, Virginia, the
That
biggest
off the
blood.
muscle, yo.
Biggest blood.
I'm
Like
talking
a fighter,
about-
like the tussle.
No, Michael, and I'm
handle
using
everything.
Michael Jackson because he's a performer's performer. Jason Derulo is that when you in his presence.
I
Like
don't get
this,
him.
he's so fucking talented. You be like this, all right, he deserves it. Like when you see it, it's like, okay, yeah. He not thinking about who in the room. That shit come on, he doing that motherfucker. It was a pleasure to work with Jason Derulo. He deserves every single dollar he has. He deserves it.
Who? Jason Derulo? Do we got a song? I don't listen.
It was a
got it off the muscle,
Caribbean
bro. You like the
song
fighter,
he
like the
did.
tussle, man.
I want to ask you, because I know we got rappers, so people got engagements, but I gotta just ask you a
it's a story
question,
clock,
just to let people know. Yo, are all we got this thing, not us, but just from the outside view of Cali niggas being corny, right? And I want to give you a chance to just redeem this. And shout out my Cali niggas. I don't want no smoke, because I plan on going to LA. But outside of Nip and Snoop, they all look corny to me. Is this your experience, or like is it like we just don't know no better because we outside? Like,
Men from LA are not corny.
okay,
I think that it's a triple transplant area because you have Hollywood and you have like projects and so many different industries. Every industry you could think of, from like water, energy, like this is the Mecca. This is like New York. Like this is where like so many conferences, conventions, people have to relocate to move to LA. It's a triple transplant area. So I think when you say men, it's men in LA that are corny. I don't think the natives from LA are corny, but you don't see them because those niggas stay in the house. They don't really deal with the commotion of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Them niggas really from Compton, Watts. Them niggas stay where they at. Like you got for me to go find a real nigga in LA, I gotta like go to them.
That's where it come from though.
Yeah, you gotta go to
them.
them.
Niggas
Don't go
nicknames be
over
like
there.
Big Low Dog and Big Smoke. Like what the fuck are we talking
You
about?
have to go
look, no
to
disrespect.
them.
I don't want no type of.
Yeah, because
but
a friend of mine, he works with TD. His dad is Top Dog, and all the guys that I know like that are from LA are super hella down to earth and cool.
Cool.
It's the transplants fucking it up.
I was giving them a chance to, because I respect them. Everybody, like even the niggas you talk about from them, I respect even gang culture to some part. I think we both agree we respect the structure of it, and sometimes I think we have more of that here. I don't want gangs to ever come here predominantly, but I believe I'll take the structure over just niggas running amok any day. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely is more structured that way. But I just want to give them a chance to, make sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Y'all niggas still going. I don't give a fuck about this, bro. I swear to God, I don't. I really don't, bro. I really don't, bro. Seriously, bro.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn,
I
not
really
you
don't,
too?
bro.
Niggas ain't fucking with them LA niggas.
That's crazy.
See?
Brittany, have you
School?
picked the, hold on.
See?
Have you picked the pen back up? That's what I want to know.
You retired, bro.
What's going on, fam?
No, I'm not retired.
Oh, all right, let's go.
What's happening?
I'm officially her agent, and she got some heat right now. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, Britt.
You signed paper for her? She shook
I
night you?
started. It's like I start stuff, but it's like I gotta finish it. But you know, like when you're a creative, you have to
Feel it.
Yeah, you have to feel it and you have to experience stuff. I was in the house for a little while. I'm just getting back out. You know what I'm saying? So it's been hard to like kind of tap in. It's kind of been like a wild year for me, for real. It's been a little,
No doubt.
took a little dip. So I'm coming back up and yeah, I didn't retire though.
Good.
Jasmine Sullivan went on a long hiatus and talked
Came
about how
back
she
with
had to
smoke.
live life and dropped the best project of her life.
You do. It's like,
Timing. So you
you know,
good.
people do push consistency, and I think sometimes, at least for me, sometimes I think it depends on what you do.
Yeah.
But when you are a writer, I mean, you can get your inspiration from so many different things. But I just know for me, looking back, it's like I started off inspired by one thing, and then it kind of started going left, and I was
Change.
getting into more of
Right.
like what I saw people gravitating to or what was like popular to people, but it wasn't what I was true to. It wasn't the reason why I started the blog. So that's where I'm at now, where it's just like, no, I'm gonna just get back to what I wanted to talk about, not what people was asking
Exactly.
for.
You know what's interesting about that? You probably feel the plight of
That's
rappers.
dope, bro.
That's a lot of plight for rappers. They know what they might not be in that space no more, and then like that's what's funny about. I take you gonna laugh because I'm, of course, I'm about to bring it up, but like you know what I'm saying. Even when actually Yachty spoke on it when he was like, when it was like people talking about they want the old Drake and whatever, he'd be like, bro, y'all ever think like he not in that space no more? Like the music he gave y'all back then, he's not even the same guy he was now. So like he's not even drawing from them type of emotions. And then he spoke on it in the deluxe to all the dogs where he was like, y'all say y'all want the old Drake, but I don't know how. Like I'm not that nigga no more. I'm not pulling from that, but I know what would sell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over here now. So that's interesting too, because you probably go through some of the same plight that they go through when they talk about content and creating and what they gravitate to.
But that's why I use like Jasmine Sullivan. You got Jasmine, Justin Timberlake. It's certain artists who could take Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Like they could take breaks and come back like they never left. So it's like I just want to give her an encouragement not to feel that pressure because you want to make timeless quality work that's always going to speak to the generation. So you can't really put a time limit on that.
Yep. And the talent was you finding whatever you're feeling. The talent in that was you finding whatever you were feeling and expressing that on paper. So it's not like your seasons changing doesn't affect anything because the talent in that was like wherever you was at, you was able to find content in that and put it on the paper. And that's always going to be there.
And it takes way more work to be a writer.
Yeah.
It takes way. I mean,
It takes
with the strike.
Yeah, no, for
The reason why Hollywood went
Still
on
don't think they
strike
got
is
paid
because
that
the
much.
people who create and make y'all favorite actors famous are getting paid minimum wage. It takes way more tenacity to keep at being a fucking writer. It's probably the hardest, one of the hardest fields in this world.
And the credit
being a writer, like you should. That's why they went on strike because you need to pay me.
Yeah. Hey,
No, I do thank you for saying that because I'm not gonna lie. There's always a sign. Like there's always somebody hit me up, even if it's just a random person I ain't seen it forever. Like, yeah, didn't you write a book? And it's like, damn, you thought I wrote a book? Like, you know, and it's always like that. And it's just like, all right, God, I see you. But at the same time, it's like, it just got to be genuine. Like, it just, y'all know me. I'm not a fake person. There's nothing fake about me. It just can't be no bullshit that I'm just about to put out because people asking for it. Like, it's like, no, when I pop back out, it's going to be like, damn. Like, I always call John. And John be like, yeah, this was good. And the last one was good. But this one was good. Like, it's like, I be knowing.
The new one's dropping on.
Not going to put out nothing.
Versetti LLC. We dropping the big booty.
Nigga Drewski.
Well, yeah, for those who know.
You coming though for sure.
Nigga Drewski.
My blog is called Big Booty Chronicles. And it's, you know what I thought about the other day? It's just like, it started off as like, damn, what is some shit that you would tell your little sister if she had the body like yours? Like, you look at little girls now, you know, like, there's no preteen stage with young girls anymore. You 10 and then you 16.
Yeah.
When you 12. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
sure.
like, what happened to the preteen stage? It's gone. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
sad to me.
I work with these girls, bro.
Yeah,
I
facts.
see it. I see it, bro. I see it.
That's the chicken.
One day they 11, then boom, they 16. That's like, yo, what the fuck is
And
going on?
when they're 16,
They got
they're
their belly
25.
out and shit. They got their belly out. I'm like, yo, fam, put that away.
Lashes, nails, period,
Put that up.
wigs.
Cultural and societal norms too. But
Do we have any? What's coming up on New Year's? I know I don't do the New Year's resolution.
we can't. That's next episode. We can't do that.
What? No.
The next we still have another episode before New Year's.
Nah, I'm saying
I'm not here next
this
episode.
is gonna be
I'm not here next episode.
this is the last episode.
This is
of
the
the
last
year.
episode.
Yeah, this is the last one of the year
This is
for
this,
sure.
this
Where y'all
is the
going?
last one. I'm
Nigga
gone.
said, where y'all going?
Yeah,
Exactly,
his
bro.
break on
Nigga,
this
we don't
week.
got a New Year's.
No, this is the last episode of the
Y'all
year.
niggas crazy. Like,
What's
I'm
the-
trying to
what's
go
the-
ahead, fuck it.
Yeah, how y'all do y'all do the New Year's resolution?
No.
thing? Me either.
I do
Wild
like
as shit to me.
I do like just said this is a life hack. When you get to a certain age, Q1 about to come, you start planning for Q1 and the Q4 the previous year.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you gotta always work ahead, and then
Definitely.
you know you need to set like short term and long term goals for yourself, and you need to be working to
Short
those
terms.
diligently. So I feel like New Year, people who really understand how New Year's resolutions work,
Yeah.
you are constantly working on improving yourself.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I was just going
So
to say.
stop making it a New Year's thing.
Don't
Stop
make
making
it.
it
Don't
a-
make it about New Year. If
Too
you-
much pressure.
If you decide you're gonna do some shit,
Just do it.
Just do it.
Start where you
Like,
at.
Don't wait till the weekend. Don't wait till Sunday or Monday. Just fucking do
Just
it.
fucking
No, you
do
can
it like
do
Nike.
that.
No, but I'm saying like sometimes when we delay when
Yup,
we're gonna start, we don't
exactly.
ever start. Just
Exactly.
do it.
Oh yeah, and that's why I said
Start
New Year's
where you at.
resolutions come with too much pressure. But I feel like I
And
think
you don't accomplish
lists,
you don't
organizations-
accomplish your revolution. You fuck around, you fuck up the next
Start where
2
you at,
weeks. Like you fuck up
Well,
the
you
next
know why
month.
people fuck up resolutions because they not making it about the bigger thing.
Exactly.
Like, they're making it about the temporary satisfaction. Because
That's
if
all
you're
it
making
is.
it about the long term thing, which is why you don't make New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I always say
Amen.
resolutions are best started in November. Like if you're making a New Year's resolution around Thanksgiving, that's a
Yeah.
great time to start that, my brother, because it's a habit by New Year's.
That's what I'm
You
saying,
know what I'm
full
saying?
quarter.
It takes
It's
a
in
long
the-
time to build a habit. 21 days.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you start around Thanksgiving,
Yeah, you
you,
can-
roll into
right,
like even like
right,
something
right.
simple as like you want to lose amount of start working out by Thanksgiving. Come now, it's a pattern by New Year's. You know what I'm saying?
listen,
You got that shit. So
Yeah, we appreciate y'all joining us.
Thank
man.
y'all so
Out
much.
there.
for
I'm
sure,
Merk,
ladies.
proud of y'all. I'm so
Thank
proud of
you. I
y'all.
love you guys.
Happy holidays. Happy
Thanks
New
for
Year's.
having me.
Pop
since we're not having a New
Look
Year's
out for my
episode,
show
next
fuck it.
year.
Happy
What's the
New
show?
Year's.
What's the title?
What's the show? What's the show?
It's cool. What about your friend?
Oh, I like that.
I
we
love
appreciate
that.
y'all
I love-
listening.
Can you say how I
Unknown
nudged you towards that,
Podcast.
even though you said you wasn't going to do it?
We out of here.
Nothing. We're going to talk about that later.
What?
Nothing.